Yo, what's good, chat? Pull up on your boy, man. Y'all know what time it is. Let's get into this thing, man. Yes, sir. Y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. Pull up on your boy. We got some trouble in Carolina, y'all. Trouble in Carolina, man. We about to get into it. We about to talk about training camp. We're gonna talk about a couple different points with this damn team. Why I'm feeling my doubts, man. We're gonna talk about all that stuff and more tonight, man. Y'all make sure y'all pull up on your boy, man. Let's get this thing going. Share it live. You know what I'm saying? Let a friend know that your boy is live, man. Let's get into it. Let's get into this shit, man. Hold on. Let me move my banner real quick. Hold on. Hey, real quick, chat. Before we get into it, man, we got our youth football camp coming up. It's not too late to register, man. Y'all got to the 27th. Obviously, you did miss the early bird special, man. That was like $35. Now it's gonna be 40 from here on out. So if you didn't register, it's all good, man. You definitely can still register your guys to come out there, work out, and all that good stuff, man. Show their skills and what I'm saying, try out for the team and all that good stuff. So not only will we have that, man, also for like the parents and stuff. If you bringing your people out there, we're gonna be having like food trucks and shit like that out there. So y'all just make sure y'all pull up, man. It's gonna be a good time to fellowship and all that good stuff. Good time for the kids to come out and meet some new kids and show their skills off and all that good stuff, man. So make sure y'all pull up if y'all can. If y'all in Charlotte, y'all got some nephews, sons, whatever it is, bring them on out, man. Bring them on out. Even if you don't want them to try out for the team, bro, it's still gonna be a good opportunity to, what I'm saying, get your face out there, get known and all that good stuff. So pull up on your boy, man. Make sure you if y'all have any questions about this combine, y'all let me know behind the scenes. Y'all got my Twitter. It's the same handle. Panthers Experience. Shit, bro. Some of y'all got me on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, man. All that stuff is in the description below. So if y'all trying to reach me off the scene or off scene behind the scenes, just hit me up on any of those social media platforms, man. Yes, sir. All right, chat. What's going on with y'all, man? What be going on? Hold on, let me turn my light on real quick. Hey, bud, chat. Ooh, man. Hey, today was heavy. Today was heavy. I'm not even gonna hold you. It took me everything. It took everything in me, like, to find the energy to do this live. For one, we were supposed to go live Thursday, man. I was gonna go live Thursday, but Thursday got too busy for me, man. So we pushed the shit back to today. But today was heavy, man. Found out, you know what I'm saying, a family member of mine, they passed. Fuck cancer, by the way. Fuck cancer. So, you know what I'm saying, I was dealing with that shit like all morning, man. I done cried, all that shit, man. I done got all that shit out. And you know what I'm saying? I really just reflected today and yeah, I mean, I had to keep myself distracted, you know what I'm saying? I had to take off work today. And shit, bro, I was just outside, me and my boy, and my dog. You know what I'm saying? We were just taking in the scenery, man. Just really just trying to get outside and just clear my mind and shit like that. So today been kind of heavy. And I even thought about pushing the live back today, bro. I was like, look, I don't know if I got it in me, man. But I was like, man, nah, we're gonna do this shit anyway, because I miss y'all, man. I miss y'all. And plus I need the distraction, bro. I need the distraction. I need to get energy and all that good stuff. So we doing this shit, man. We definitely doing this shit. So yeah. Oh, also, y'all, your boy done got shot at. That's not funny, but Trump done got shot at, man. That breaking news right before I went live. So I was like, oh shit. Do I even want to still go live with that shit trending right now? But yeah, man, Trump done got shot at. Goddamn thug out here trying to run the country, getting shot at. Oh shit, man. It's real ghetto out here, y'all. It's ghetto out here, man. You got people shooting in Charlotte and shit, bro. What is going on in the world, y'all? What is going on, bro? What is going on? But hey, we still here, chat. Let me read some of y'all comments before we get up into this thing, man. Rod Walt, my brother, what's going on, man? He said, "What up, Quan? Ain't shit, bro. Look, man, it's been a day. It's been a day, bro. Like, I'm still trying to push through, my brother. Still trying to push through. Marcos Cash, man. Hey, shout out to Marcos Cash, man. Marcos Cash is a real supporter, bro. Like, any chat that I pull up to, like with Panthers content creators, I usually see Marcos Cash in the comment section, man. So he really with this Panther content creator shit, bro. He's a big supporter, man. Shout out to Marcos Cash. Plus, he always in the chat when I go live. So shit, big love, man. God damn, hold on, let me get this camera right, bro. This damn autofocus. My guy King Carolina in the building, man. What's going on, man? King Pot, that's a fact, bro. Shout out to Pot, man. Rest in peace. Yes, sir. The GOAT. The GOAT. K2, man, my brother. What's going on? D Cash in the building, man. What's going on, D Cash? Appreciate you pulling up. My brother Doug in the chat, man. What's going on? What's up, Doug, man? If you're not subscribed to What's Up, Doug, man, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe, bro. We got some. Look, Doug. I'm sorry, I don't want to let the what's the saying? The hat out the bag, or the cat out the bag, or something. I don't want to, spill the beans, but stay tuned, chat. We got some shit going on Monday. We got some shit going on Monday. You heard it here first. I'm not gonna tell y'all the time. I'm gonna let Doug, let y'all know the rest of that. But hey, stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. It's going down, fam. It's going down Monday. So if you're not subscribed to What's Up, Doug, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe, man. Ron in the building, man. What's going on, Ron? Appreciate y'all pulling up to the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Let's get this stream going. It's gonna be a pretty good live today, man. I want y'all to actually pull up on me tonight. I want y'all to pull up on me on the panel. I'm gonna open this shit up. I'm gonna get my points out and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to be as quick as possible, man. It's like a couple slides, basically just breaking down, the Panthers and shit. So after I do that, man, I'm gonna open up the panel and shit. Y'all pull up on your boy, man. Let's have a discussion, bro. Let's have a discussion with this shit. I want to see where y'all head at. He said sitting back with some purple voodoo. Ooh, okay. Purple voodoo. I don't think I had that. That shit sounds smooth though. That shit sounds smooth, man. You know what? That's funny. I was watching I was watching some soccer highlights last night, and it was that shit, bro. These niggas talk so much shit, bro. They talk big shit. And there was one dude, he was talking to another African dude on the other team. He's like, shut up, go do your voodoo shit. I was like, oh shit, bro. These niggas racist. So yeah, that kind of just sparked the memory real quick. But yeah, shout out to Marcos Cash, man. I just rolled up myself too, man. I didn't smoke all day. I tried to stay away from it today, man. Cause usually, like when I ain't gonna get into it, whatever, man. Let me read these comments. D Cash said, my son got a tournament this weekend. Football is back. Hey, shout out to your son, man. Good luck in the tournament. He's doing a football tournament. Is it a football tournament? You doing like spring league? That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hey, big shout out to D Cash and his son, man. Good luck in that tournament. Rawalk said prayers to you. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, Rawalk reached out behind the scenes, man. I appreciate that a lot, bro. I appreciate everybody that reached out, that gave me their condolences and whatnot, man. It's still heavy, bro. That's like literally my favorite auntie, like since I was a baby, bro. So like losing her, man, that shit hard, bro. It's heavy as hell on my heart right now, bro. So I'm just pushing through, man. I appreciate y'all for, just being there and just letting me know, like, hey, we here for you. And our condolences. That mean a lot. That mean a lot. Hey, yeah, same with Doug. Obviously, Doug, me and Doug talk damn near every day, man. So I appreciate that, Doug. He said, cuz that's awesome. I can't wait till my son get old enough to play. He's already asking when does football start. Yes, sir. That's what's up, Marcos Cash. Yes, sir, man. Once he get old enough, man, look, when he hit about 5, 6, bro, come holler at your boy. Come holler at your boy, man. We'll put him in some flag, maybe, or hell, whatever you want to do, man. Whatever you want to do. Shit, man. That's what's up, though. He already asking about football. Hey, I appreciate that, D Cash. I appreciate that, man. Yes, sir. I appreciate that, Ken. He said, Trunk. He said, Trunk a street nigga now. Goddamn thug trying to be president, y'all. He said it looked like Trump wanted to reach for his iron. Oh, is it a video out there, chat? It's a video. I just heard the news. Like my girl, she texted me and she was like, hey, Trump just got shot at. And plus I saw Unc, he went live on Real G. He's something about Trump getting shot. I was like, oh shit, did this nigga really get shot at? Stop, let me stop. That's not funny, bro. It's not funny. It's not funny. He said, we can talk about it before we get off here tonight. Say less, man. Say less. He said, pray to you, man. Keep your head up. Yes, sir. Hey, all I can do is keep my head up, my brother. That's all I can do, bro. Life don't stop for nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? She in a better place now. It's really all a mindset, bro, dealing with a death, bro. Like, you can be sad, or, you can really just sit here and appreciate that life and reflect on everything and just take in that knowledge and wisdom that you got from them while they were here. You know what I mean? So that's the mindset I'm trying to have. You know what I'm saying? It is hard, bro. Like I said, my heart is heavy as fuck. I cried a lot. So, yeah, I'm just kind of at the stage now. I'm just like, you know what, bro? Like, good memories. You know what I mean? Great memories and words that I'm gonna keep dear to my heart for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Hold on. Rivers Rising. What's going on, man? He said you using UNC Charlotte for dynasty, ain't it? Yeah, I am. I'm actually gonna start a quarterback for Road to Glory for UNC Charlotte. But I am gonna do a dynasty for UNC Charlotte too, though. Yes, sir. I appreciate you pulling up, man. I think this is a new name, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember seeing Rivers Rising. Welcome to the channel, my guy. Carl, what's going on? It's another new name. He said, I think we'll compete, but it's going to be a slow burn. Hey, we're going to get into it, fam. We're going to get into it. Jay Bomber, what's going on? Greetings and salutations right back at you, my brother. My guy Deezy in the chat, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you pulling up to the chat, Deezy. Shout out to my brother Deezy, man. Dig, he said, what up, Quan? Holding you and the family up. Hey, I appreciate that, Dig. I appreciate that. Big love to all y'all, man. Big love, man. Said D-Cash, he's 5. Oh, he's 5. Man, he's already 5, bro. Like, you can start him now, fam. You can start him now. That's when I put I didn't start my nephew. My sis, she put my nephew in football when he was 5. That's actually how I got into coaching. Once my nephew started playing football, I was actually just going out there to watch his practices. But long story short, me and my guy Aaron, shout out to Aaron, man. He's the head coach. I reached out to him. I was like, shit, bro, like, let me know if you need some help, man. I got a little bit of experience with football, man. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know what I'm saying, experience with the kiddos and shit. So, yeah, he put me on, and, bro, we've been at this shit for 4 years now, bro. Going on 4 years. Yes, sir. And we like that. We got nice chemistry, bro. We done went to nationals and shit last year. We got our guys right, bro. We nice. And my defense is elite. Ask Doug. He done seen my boys play, man. Quantum in the building, man. What's going on, man? He said, what up, my brother? Ain't nothing, man. I'm bullshitting, really. I'm sitting here bullshitting, reading comments. All right, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. He said, mine and tackle at 6. Oh, shit, that's what's up, man. He's 6. He's already in tackle. That's what's up, man. All right, let's get into it, fam. All right, so first of all, chat, I was reflecting all last week, and training camp is around the corner, y'all. Training camp is right around the motherfucking corner. And I was thinking, bro, like this time last year for training camp, bro, I was stoked, bro. Like I was excited, bro. My anticipation, my hype level was through the roof. I'm like, yo, let's go. I'm going back to summer camp, not summer camp. I'm going back to training camp for the first time since I was like a jit. So I was excited, bro. My hype was through the roof. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Doug, man. Shout out to my brother Doug. He actually looked out because I even forgot that the tickets was going up on the 9th. So I ain't even get no tickets. But Doug reached out. He's like, hey, you get tickets? I was like, oh, shit, bro, I forgot. He's like, I got you. So shout out to my brother Doug, man. He looked out. He got your boy secured for a couple tickets before they sold out and shit. So shout out to Doug, man. But my point is, bro, my excitement meter and all that shit, bro, it's just not there, bro. I'm not excited at all for training camp this year. And I was trying to figure out, like, why am I not excited? Why I'm not, you know what I'm saying, as energetic as I was last year? So I got to reflecting, and it really came down to a lot of shit, bro. It came down to a lot of shit, but all in all, I'm not confident. I'm not confident in this team, y'all. I'm really not. I'm not sitting here telling y'all that, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be a failure. That's not what I'm going to sit here and say. I'm just letting y'all know where I'm at with the confidence level. I'm not there. And I'm going to get into why. Man. I'm going to get into why. He said, hit the bruh's like button. Hit the bruh's like button. Shout out to Dig, man. I appreciate that, man. Hit that like button. Yes, sir. He said, ready for this season to start. I am too. You know what? The reason I'm ready for this shit to start is because I'm so sick of talking about last year, bro. It's to the point, like, I hesitate to pull up to, you know what I'm saying, different podcasts now because we talking in circles at this point. We talking in fucking circles, bro. I'm just ready for new film, new content to talk about because clearly, bro, last year was a shit show. You know what I'm saying? We still debating the same shit every day. We still talking about Bryce Young every day. I don't give a fuck about what happened last year no more. It's all about moving forward now. Can we please move forward? So that's what we about to talk about today. We about to move forward with this shit, y'all. I'm about to tell y'all where my confidence level is, and I'm about to tell y'all why my confidence level is the way it is, man. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's go ahead and get into this thing. Let me pull up my slides real quick. All right, hey, so first things first, man. Hold on, let me move this comment. First things first. Let me get into the point number one. Point number fucking one, chat. Injuries. We already got too many injuries before training camp even started. This is a major red flag for me, chat. Major red flag. And I'm going to let y'all know why. Last year, during training camp, we had a shit ton of injuries, and it just never seemed to get better for us. Like last year, I was thinking, like, you know what? Okay, maybe it's a good thing that we're getting all the injuries out the way now. Maybe our guys can have some type of longevity throughout the season. No, that shit happened from training camp to week 1 to week 5 to week 10, all the way to the end of the fucking season, bro. We had so many rotations with our offensive line, not just our offensive line, but on the defense, everywhere around the field, man, where guys were rotating in and out and stepping into positions where they weren't meant to step into because of these injuries. For example, Chandler Zavala, he was not supposed to start day one. He was supposed to sit. He was supposed to be a backup piece, but yet, you know what I'm saying, he was thrown into the lineup because we had such early injuries. And he was even coming off an injury last training camp as well. So my main concern to start out with, bro, is injuries. If you see this list on your screen, we already got a bunch of guys that's already dealing with injuries. Now, this is not injuries that's going to keep them out per se. At least I don't know. I don't know the severity of these injuries. But the fact that these guys already got some shit that's tweaking with them already. For example, Miles Sanders, last year he was dealing with a what was that shit? A quad injury? No, it wasn't quad. It was what's the shit called? A groin. He was dealing with a groin injury last training camp. He didn't come back 100%. You got DJ Wonnum, who's our edge guy, who we're expecting to be a starter. He's dealing with his quads. You know what I'm saying? We don't know when he's going to come back. He's missing time. He's missing time and chemistry with his guys. You got Wooten. I don't know who Wooten is. So, next. DJ Johnson, another outside rusher who's missing time because of his knee. That's another edge, y'all. That's another edge. I don't know who Villain is. Next. Cade Mays. Once again, our offensive interior is hurt. That is a major red flag. A major red flag. First of all, our offensive line is not ready. I'm just letting y'all know that shit right now. I know on paper it looks nice. Y'all saying we improved. Yeah, we did improve our offensive guard positions. Shout out to Rob Hunt and shout out to Damian Lewis. But hey, let's not forget, Ike Ekwonu is still on that left side now. Let's not forget the performance that motherfucker put up last season when he gave up 11 sacks, y'all. 11 sacks. And if you look at the film, it probably should have been more, bro. Like, Ike Ekwonu was just fucking atrocious. His footwork is atrocious. It's bad all around. And then we got Taylor Moton, who kind of took a step down, but he's solid right now. He's not playing at elite level, but he held it down enough to be above average. But even he had his moments. So our offensive line is not really at, you know what I'm saying, full strength. So us having this depth piece being out right now, that's a red flag. And we already mentioned we got two of our edge guys missing time. How about a third one? Amari Bono. He's also missing time because of his knee. And then you also got Xavier Legette. I have been following Xavier Legette. It looks like he's recovering just fine. Yes, I saw a video of him, you know what I'm saying, running full speed, hitting cuts and shit like that. So he should be ready for training camp. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. And then of course Zavala is hurt again. This is another depth piece on the offensive line that's hurt. So another guy that's missing time. And then not to mention, you got a rookie that we drafted. Shout out to Jonathan Brooks. He's also coming in hurt. He's dealing with ACL. They're expecting him to be back by training camp, but we'll see. We'll see. Let me catch up with this chat real quick before we move on to the next one, man. But yeah, to start out with, man, this is reason number one, injuries. Injuries, bro. I'm scared of this shit, bro. Even moving into training camp, I don't know, man. It just seemed like the Panthers have this, like, bad luck with injuries. You know what I mean? At least in the last couple of years. We don't really, you know what I'm saying, come into the season 100%. And I know it's football. Football injuries happen, but, like, we lose some key players early on, man. River said, does Xavier Legette excel over 800 yards this year? Hell fucking no. Hell no. Not no 800 yards. Hell no. Let's try to lower that a little bit, man. At least go for 500. 500, maybe 600. I think 600 is the ceiling, but 800 is a stretch. If he can get 800, bro, hell, I love to eat crow for that shit, bro. I would love to eat crow for that. Hell yeah, but I doubt it. I doubt it. He's a rookie, and he's already missing time. He's missing time, y'all. I mean, I noticed he might be ready for training camp, and that's good. But let's not forget, man, how important that these OTAs and shit are, because you're a rookie. You're coming into a system where you're learning a whole new quarterback and a new system. You need all the time that you can get, fam. So I'm not expecting Xavier Legette to come off an injury and just come in and be that much of an impact in our offense right away. Now, I would love to be wrong about that take. I would love to be wrong. Y'all can clip that shit if y'all want to. But I mean, being real with y'all, bro, I don't think so, man. I just don't think Xavier Legette is going to be an 800-yard guy. Do I think he's going to be a productive guy? Hell yeah, absolutely. But he got to stay healthy too. We talked about that in one of my videos, man, where I went live. We talked about the rookies. Xavier Legette does have a little bit of injury history. I mean, he, especially with his style of play, he don't shy away from contact. So we got to be cautious. We got to be cautious, man. Can we get your top 3 concerns? Yeah, I got more than 3, D-Cash. D-Cash. I got more than 3, fam. This is number 1, man. This is number 1. K2 said, I might go to the Fest in Clemson or the joint practice with the Jets. Say less, man. Hey, if you go, man, link up. Link up. I'm still thinking about Fan Fest. I don't miss Fan Fest like ever. But at the same time, I don't know, man. It's a work night. And it's all the way in South Carolina. I don't know. I don't know if I want to make that drive and then have to come back and it's going to be late and shit. And I got to get up. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. We will see. He said, one of them better be ready. We'll see, man. He better. Oh, we in trouble. He said Legette and Brooks are healed. Okay. Then that's a good sign then. Half of those injuries have loser limbs. Loser's limb. Okay. I expect waiver wire for Edge and your okay. Bet. Quan said like, oh, Icky, yeah. Icky was killing me. He did have one good play when he blocked for Bryce on the longest play of his career versus Chicago. Yeah, I know exactly the play you're talking about when he hit Michael Strawn, or Stronum, whatever the fuck his name is, when he hit him for that long pass. Yeah, he did do good on that play. He did. Doug said they held him out to be cautious. XL is fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like I said, man, I saw him running full routes and shit like that. I saw him running full speed and hitting his cut. So I'm pretty confident that he'll be back for training camp. But regardless, he is missing time. You know what I mean? He's missing time, but I think training camp can make up for that. But you're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, grind hard, like double time. You're going to have to really grind to catch up. All right, point number 2. Or concern number 2. Center of attention, man. We got a center problem, y'all. We got a fucking center problem in Carolina. First of all, I struggle to this day to understand why the Carolina Panthers refused to draft a center. Y'all, going into the draft, center was our main, well, not main, but definitely a major need going into the draft. We didn't draft a single fucking center, not even in the late round. Not even in the late round. If y'all look at y'all screen, this is all the centers we have. This is all the centers we have, y'all. We are in trouble. We are in trouble, y'all. We don't have a real center. Let's be real. Let's be real, y'all. Matter of fact, let me pull this shit up. Let me pull this shit up with y'all. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Give me 1 second, chat. Let's pull up our starting center. Let's pull up his PPF. Let's pull up his PPF real quick. All right. So first of all, shout out to 2 fans in the stands, by the way, man. I was on there live earlier and they was talking about the centers and shit like that too. And I didn't know Austin Corbett, man, he barely has any experience playing center. Matter of fact, he has no experience playing center in college. None whatsoever. And in the pros, y'all, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? So taking a look at his full season back in 2022, when he actually had a full season, how was his pass blocking? His pass blocking was actually pretty solid. His pass blocking was pretty solid, y'all. He only gave up 2 sacks. So this does give me a little bit of confidence. But then you see that run block. Okay. That's atrocious. I'm not too big on PFF and shit like that, but PFF don't lie neither. You know what I mean? So looking at this run block grade, this shit is atrocious. But the pass block grade is definitely needed, man. But what does that matter if you're not available? What does that matter? I mean, the whole 2023, he was out. He was out. And even when he was in, he gave up 3 sacks the little bit of time that he did play. And yes, he was coming off an injury. I get it. He was coming off an injury. He's having to shake off the rust. But he gave up 3 sacks and only played 257 snaps. That's concerning. That's the most recent stats that he has. Now, with him coming off of an injury again, missing the entire season again, how much do y'all expect this guy to be 100%? Like, let's be real, chat. Is he really going to be 100%? Because going back to this year, when he came off of the injury, when he came to Houston, he was not 100%. He clearly got hurt again and had to be, you know what I'm saying, had to sit out for the rest of the season. But even the performance that he had, it was not that great. It just wasn't. Wasn't that great of a performance. But not only that, man, looking at the depth piece behind him, if something happens to Corbett again, we're fucked, y'all. We got Brady Christensen that's behind Austin Corbett. Brady Christensen is another guy who also has injury history, man. He also has injury history. Matter of fact, let's pull up his PFF. Let's pull up his PFF real quick, man. Again, I'm not too big on PFF, but we're going to do this shit just for research purposes. Just to prove my point. Hold on, let me go to this guy real quick. Brady Christensen, another guy that's playing out of position. Originally a guard, you know, he's a guard. Hold on, let me share my screen. Move this real quick. He's originally a guard, man. So another guy that's supposedly playing out of position. But let's take a look at his grade. Hold on, let me plug my computer up. God dang, boy. So let's take a look at his PFF grade. When he was on the field, what was his production? So he played 965 snaps. Look at his overall grade, man. His overall grade was a 57.3. Yikes. Run block, terrible. So neither one of our centers can block running wise. And we're talking about running the ball, just like Dave Canales said. He want to run the ball. How are we expecting to establish a run game if our centers can't block? Pass block is good. Yeah, pass block. We definitely need that. I'm not even going to hold you. I feel like we need pass block a little bit more. But run blocking, bro, you got to be a little bit better than that. I mean, but it's all good. Brady Christensen is not the starter. But if something happened to Corbett, which he had an injury in the last 2 seasons, this is the backup. This is the backup. And that's even if he's available. Another guy that's had injury history. So, again, you refuse to draft a center. Why? I don't understand that. We had Jackson Powers. What's the motherfucking name from Oregon? JPJ. You had Van Pran from Georgia. You had Bo Limmer. Who else you had? It was another one. Zach Frazier. That was one that I wanted. All these guys, we definitely had the opportunity to get. If we stayed put at 33, 39, we could have got them. Hell, we could have got Xavier. We could have got Xavier at 33 and fucked around and got our center at 39. But no. No, they went the entire draft without drafting a single fucking center, y'all. And going back to this list, I don't even know who Andrew Ram is, fam. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't know who the fuck that is. And I'm not about to sit here and pretend like I know. But that motherfucker might get cut. He was an undrafted free agent, so he's irrelevant. He's irrelevant. I know y'all ain't expecting no damn undrafted free agent to start. I know damn well y'all ain't expecting that shit. Let's get back to these comments, man. Let me see what I'm missing. Facts, dig. He said JPJ was there. He was there. He was there for the taking, man. He was. He said we did pick up an undrafted free agent. Yeah, like I don't know who the fuck that is, Jay. But hey, I mean, if he nice, then I'll shut the fuck up. I will gladly. But these are my concerns. I'm just letting y'all know why I'm not excited for training camp. This is only point number 2. I got a couple more. Man. Shout out to my guy PPP in the building, man. Yes, sir. Appreciate you pulling up to this chat, man. Hey, if y'all not subscribed to PPP, man, make sure y'all go show that man some love and let him know Uncle Quan sent you. Great show over there, man. I always love tuning in to Panthers Prime podcast, man. Every time he go live, I try to get in there as soon as I can, man. All right, even if I don't catch his live, I'm catching the replay. This is a great show, man. Great show. One of my favorite podcasters on this shit, man. He said, talking about Andrew, yeah, from Oklahoma, undrafted free agent. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. He said, you killing me already, but we're going to talk about it. See, I told your ass, Doug. I told you. He said he still got issues, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Panda Problem Podcast. Yes, sir, man. Shout out to PPP in the building. D Cash at Oklahoma Center, but he light in the ass. Okay, man. That's not something I want to hear. Damn, man. He said, don't do that. We remember how you acted when we didn't get worthy. Yeah. Nah, it wasn't worthy, man. It was Adonai Mitchell. But yeah, I wanted Mitchell. I was acting like a bitch. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was acting like a damn bitch, boy. I done went on Twitter and everything. I threw a whole fit, y'all. I threw a damn tantrum. I went on Twitter. I recorded a video. I put it on Twitter just out of impulse. I was like, bro, what the fuck we doing? Yada, yada, yada. And at the time, I didn't even realize we got to trade right back. So I was tripping. I thought we gave up the 33 and a 39 to get Xavier Legette at 32. I was like, bro, what the fuck kind of shit is that? But yeah, I had to see later on that we did get the 200, I think, from that. So yeah, man, I was hot though. My initial reaction, I was hot. They was getting at my ass on Twitter though. I said, let me delete this shit. I say, let me delete this shit, but I'm tripping. Well, hey, one thing Doug pointed out, man, one thing about me, I'm able to snap out of my anger like really quick, but that shit took a lot of practice, bro. I used to be a hothead, like bad. I still got my temper issues, but I'm able to like catch it. He said, hopefully, he'll be ready to go. I hope so, man. I hope so. Austin Wright, what's going on, man? Appreciate you pulling up. DJ Spins, man. Yes, sir. He said you spazzed out that night. I did, bro. I was wilding. I ain't gonna hold you. I was wilding low key. High key, really. All right, let's get to the next point, chat. Let's get to the next point. This is gonna be a good one. This might trigger some of y'all. Oh man. Another concern for the shit show. Y'all, our receiving room. Is it better than last year? Absolutely. But my question is, who is the burner receiver? Who is the guy that's supposed to take over the top? Who is the guy that you use as your speedster on the offense? If you take a look at the formula around the league for teams that are successful with their pass attack, they got at least one guy that can hit you on a fly route and be gone. They got at least one guy that can take that bitch to the crib. And I know what y'all thinking. I know. Y'all probably like, hey, what you talking about? We got Xavier Legette. Fam, this is a rookie. It's like I was saying earlier. Y'all expecting him to get 800? Slow your roll. Slow your roll, fam. Let's try to let this man develop first. Because this is going to be a rookie developing year. I mean, again, a new system, new quarterback, new coach, new staff. Everything about the Carolina Panthers is brand smack the fuck new. Xavier Legette is not going to just take on a number one role right away. Matter of fact, if he does, I'd be very surprised. But who is the burner receiver, y'all? Adam Thielen? Absolutely the fuck not. Adam Thielen is very serviceable receiver. Obviously, he had 1,000 yards last year. He was our best one, but he's a slot guy. Anybody be 34 this year? He's going to be 34 this season. He's not our burner. You know what I'm saying? We talked about Xavier Legette. That's still up in the air, but I doubt it. Not year one. I doubt it. Deontay Johnson. You know what? Before I get into Deontay Johnson, man, we did have a whole live show about Deontay Johnson. So if you missed it, go ahead and tune in, see what I was talking about with Deontay Johnson. Man, I do like this addition. I love this addition. But I do believe that Deontay Johnson is a number 2 receiver. He's also not really a guy that strikes me as a burner. Why do I say that? Because, well, for one, hold on, let me share my screen with y'all real quick. Let me share my screen. Hey, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up on your boy, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up on your boy. I'm gonna get these points out the way, and then I'm gonna open the panel up that y'all pull up and shit like that. Let's take a look at Deontay Johnson though. Again, this is a solid number 2 guy, but you're asking him to be our number 1. He's our number 1. Deontay Johnson has not had a 1,000-yard season since 2021, y'all. Since 2021. Let's take a look at it. 2021 was his last 1,000-yard season. And even this year, he had 1 100 game or 1 or 2. That was his last 100-yard game. All the way back in 2021. In the NFL, y'all know by now, man, it's all about what can you do for me right now. So as of recent, he has 717 yards, 5 touchdowns. Now, if you ask me, I think these are very good number 2 numbers. Very good number 2 wide receiver numbers. I know a lot of people probably like, okay, well, the quarterback situation. That is something to consider. That definitely is something to consider. But even then, chat, he ain't had a 1,000-yard season since 2021. He ain't had a 100-yard game since 2021. That hasn't happened in a couple years. So he doesn't strike me as a burner receiver, as a number 1. And even looking at film, he's not really a guy that can just brush past you and hit you on the fly. He's not. He's not. We catch up with the comments, man. We're going to get to our next point. Okay, hey, shout out to Eric. Man. He said ISM, Amir Smith-Marset. That's a good one. That is a good one. Amir Smith-Marset definitely do got some burners. But where was that last year? I didn't see Amir Smith-Marset go out for a fly and catch that bitch and take it to the house. I didn't see that. Now, he had a nice punt return, but that's special teams. But it does show that he has that big playability. I like what he can do with the ball in his hands. But is he the guy that's really going to stretch the defense? Is he really the guy that you're going to use as that burner receiver? I don't know. I really don't know. I can't sit here and tell you yes. I can't tell you no. But I don't think he's going to have a big role in his offense. He's definitely not a starter. He's not going to be a starter. He's going to be a role player. He's going to come in every once in a while. This is just me yapping though. I don't know that for sure. I don't know what they're gonna do as far as coaching. I don't know what they're gonna do with their personnel. But just assuming his position on the depth chart, he's at like number 5, number 6. I'm not expecting him to be a burner. A burner is a number 1, the X receiver. Typically. Hey, I appreciate that, Doug. Appreciate you putting that link in the chat for that Deontay Johnson that Deontay Johnson live, man. I went live on Deontay Johnson. I covered Deontay Johnson, how I felt about him, all that good stuff, man. We talked about his stats, broke down the film, all that good stuff, man. So if y'all are watching the replay, y'all stop what y'all doing, man. Go watch that shit, man. Diggs said Johnson's number dipped when Pickett was drafted. That is facts. It could be a quarterback issue. It could. But looking at him on film, Deontay Johnson, again, he's a great receiver. Got a hell of an ability to get separation. I mean, his route running, I can watch him run routes all day. Pause. But as far as, let's say, deep post or like flies and shit, like I don't really see him beating people. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Not on film. It was one play where Kenny Pickett put that shit right in stride and he took it to the house. I think that was against the Ravens. We talked about that play as well. Now, that was nice, but that happened once. So it's in his bag. Quantum said, I believe that the sleeper is Jalen Coker. Seriously. Yeah, hey, shout out to Jalen Coker, man. I'm really rooting for this guy, bro. I'm really rooting for him, man. I watched his draft night and shit like that, man. I like the guy. I like his tape. I'm surprised. Hell, just looking at his tape and looking at like his stats and his ranking and shit like that, where he stood with like the rest of the receivers, I'm surprised he made it out of the draft. If I'm being honest with you, but hey, mate, we either got a steal from that, or we just got another, you know what I'm saying, hyped up depth piece that might not even make the team. I don't know. I don't know what to expect with Coker, man. I hope he makes the team. The fan in me hope he's just one of them. I hope he's the next. Who's the undrafted receiver that was successful? Shit. Was Julian Edelman? Was he undrafted? I don't fucking know, man. I just hope he's the next successful undrafted free agent, man. I do. I hope he can crack the starting lineup. I do. Because I like his play, man. But can it translate to the NFL? It's one thing to, saying, dominate in college, but saying, you gotta translate too, bro. And that's not me doubting. I'm just saying. I'm just being real. He said, and once Ben retired as well. Oh, yeah. That's a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. Ben, he didn't have Big Ben no more. What about the USFL guy they brought in? Cut. What about him? What about him? That motherfucker cut, fam. He finna get cut. RJ Coolwood, what's going on, man? He said, did you hear that Trump got shot? Yeah, I did. I did. Yeah, AKA Cooking with Rice. Yes, sir. I appreciate you pulling up back to the stream. I did hear that your boy got shot at. Or did he get shot or shot at? Did he get shot or shot at? Yeah, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I could give a fuck about politics, bro. That's just not my thing. I don't care about following the news and keeping up with these sorry motherfuckers that run our country. I really don't. So I don't be knowing. I don't be in the loop with like new news and shit. But my girl, she texted me. She said, he was shot at. I don't know if he got hit. Adam Thielen, thank you, Doug. Thank you. Adam Thielen was undrafted. Yes, sir. Damn. Oh shit. Excuse me. What? Choking on their own spit. Yeah, undrafted free agent like Adam Thielen. Yeah, he was undrafted. He was. So hopefully he can be like the next Adam Thielen. Hopefully. Oh, he said it grazed his ear. Oh shit. Damn, boy, they really trying to get that motherfucker, huh? But my thing is like I was talking about it with a little bit, like briefly off the scenes with Doug. Like, how does a president get shot at? Especially nowadays, bro. Like, they got technology that can literally like read the sensors and shit, like with guns and like from a distance too. Like, they trying to make sure the whole area is safe. So my question is, how did that shit happen? I don't know. Say, how you been, man? I'm holding up, bro. I'm holding up, man. Like I was telling the chat earlier, I'm dealing with a loss. So like all morning, I just been crying my eyes out, bro, and like reflecting and shit, just trying to get out of the house and clear my mind, trying to distract myself and shit like that, man. So I'm holding up, man. I'm just glad to be live with y'all, man. Just glad to be live with y'all. All right, let's get to the next point. Man. He said they put the shooter down quickly too. Damn. How they let that shit happen though? That motherfucker was slick. He was real slick to get a shot on Trump. Damn. That's crazy. Still not gonna stop this nigga from running, man. It's not. Read the rest of these comments. Hold on. Y'all hit that like button, man. He said, I'm concerned with it. You concerned? Bro, we're fucked. Ike Ekwonu is still on the left side, bro. As much as y'all like Bryce haters can't stand Bryce, that's how I am with Ike. I can't stand Ike Ekwonu, bro. I cannot stand Ike fucking Ekwonu, bro. I want him off my squad. That's where I'm at with Ike Ekwonu. But I ain't got no choice but to give him grace for another year. So we're going to see. But I tell you what, boy, we ain't even in pads yet. And I saw that motherfucker getting beat off the line. So I don't know. Let's get into the next point, man. Concern number, 4? Concern number 4, y'all. Project Secondary. Doug, I know you got, boy, I'm about to piss Doug off with this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Hey, boy, I don't know about y'all, chat, but I looked at the starting lineup. Matter of fact, let's pull this shit up. Let's look at our starting corners. Let's look at our starting corners. At least our projected starting corners. Good Lord, boy. All right, let me take this shit off my screen. All right. This is our projected starters, y'all. This is our projected starters. Let's go to the depth chart. Our corners. So our left corner is Dane Jackson. Okay. After that, we got DiCaprio and Boodle. Who the fuck is that? Take this shit off my screen. Hold on. God damn. See, talking shit, boy. That Panthers ain't like that. Hold on. Damn. Man, I don't want to see no damn Angel Reese, man. Hold on. I done fucked it up, chat. God damn. This is what I get for talking shit. This is exactly what I get. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me go the fuck back. But hey, chat. Who is Boodle, y'all? Like for real. Y'all help me out. Who is Boodle, man? I know I kind of been out the loop, low key. Low key, I've been out the loop. Who is Boodle, y'all? Damn, bro. Come on, man. What goddamn screen at? Hold on. You know what? Fuck it. This computer moving too slow for me. Too goddamn slow. All right, so let's talk about our hold on, let me pull up the starters real quick. Let me pull them up. All right, so we got at the left side, we got Dane Jackson. We got Boodle and Willie Drew. Y'all know who that is, chat? Y'all let me know in the chat, bro. I to be real with you, I'm not trying to be funny at all. I just don't know who these guys are. I don't. I know who Dane Jackson is, obviously, but Dane Jackson ain't shit neither, bro. Let's be real. Dane Jackson ain't shit, bro. And don't even get me started on JC Horn ass. JC Horn can't stay fucking healthy for a full season. So I'm not dependent on JC Horn at all on that right side. Yeah, he talented. He nice when he on the field, when healthy. Anytime I hear somebody bring up JC Horn, it's always met with a sentence, when healthy. It's always met with when he's on the field, when he's healthy. I'm so sick of that shit. What the fuck does that mean if he's not on the field, bro? I don't care. I don't give a fuck about what you bring to the team if you're not on the damn field. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to lighten up a little bit, man, because injuries, you can't control no injuries. But at the same time, it's a business, bro. It's a business, and you I ain't gonna go that far. I was about to say some fucked up shit, bro. I was about to say some fucked up shit, boy. He said dollar store corner. I see. Shout out to D Cash, man. Definitely a dollar store corner. He said, didn't he play snaps at the end of the last year? Shout out to Charlie, man. Appreciate you pulling up. Who you talking about? JC? He did. JC did. He played a little bit of snaps after he was hurt again. Third year in a fucking row. Missed the whole rookie season. Missed the whole sophomore season. Then got hurt again, bro. God damn, boy. Damn. He said DiCaprio Boodle. They said he's supposed to be good. Don't they say that about everybody, though? They say that shit about everybody. I don't believe that shit. If he was good, he'd be a starter. He said, I like what I saw from Boodle and Hill. Okay. That's the corner who played against the Vikings. Oh, you talking about? Oh shit. Okay, was that the dude with the long locks? Was that him? Is that who Boodle is? If that's who Boodle is, okay. Still not enough to be a starter though. Still not. Still not, man. Yeah. Doug know a hell of a lot more than I do. I ain't been following the Panthers this offseason. Like I said, bro, I've been kind of sick of the Panthers. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. It's been to the point where I done branched out to a whole nother sport, fam. Your boy is a soccer fan. That's how fed up I am with the fucking Panthers. I ain't been keeping up with no offseason news, so I don't know what the fuck going on. So shout out to Doug, bro. Shout out to Doug. He know all these people. I don't. Willie Drew from Virginia State. Shout out to HBCUs. Okay. Oh Lord, he from an HBCU. Cut. Cut. That motherfucker about to get cut. Willie Drew said sounds like an uncle. Not Willie Drew. Quantum said sound like Willie Drew sounds like an uncle that knocked over the grill at the family reunion. God damn, Willie. Damn, Willie. Fucking Willie Drew. This shit goofy, man. He said we could have Justin Simmons right now, but they trust in Woods. Shaking my head. Yeah, he's still on the market. That's crazy, chat. He's still on the market, bro. He is still on the market. Said Deshaun and Jameson. All right, let's go back to these projected starters, bro. So you got that's corner. That's left side corner. Right side corner, you got J.C. Horn, you got Jameson, and Lamar Jackson. Then you got Charles Smith Wade. Damn, bro. Okay, Troy Hill, he's playing a nickelback. Yeah. I don't know, man. This shit, I don't know about y'all, but I don't feel good about this. Do y'all know who we play this year? Hold on. Let's be real. Do y'all know who we play this year? Like, who is going to match up against these receivers, bro? We're going to get into that schedule later. Matter of fact, let's pin this conversation, and we're going to come back to that shit. But real quick, let me share my screen with y'all. Let's talk about our other side. Let's talk about our left side corner. The other side of J.C. Horn, Dane Jackson. Let's look at Dane Jackson, bro. I'm going to be real with y'all. I ain't been following too much of the Bills or the, you know what I'm saying, or Rams. I think he came from the Rams or some shit, right? Didn't he come from the Rams or the Bills? I don't fucking know. Looking at his damn PFF grade, though, that boy, man, that motherfucker cannot play no run defense. He all right, though. He real mid. Like, overall wise, he's a 64.5. Okay. Pass rush. I'm not worried about your pass rush. You're a corner. Coverage is great. That's great coverage. 71.2 is good. That is good. That is good, man. 8 missed tackles. He had 8 missed tackles. Okay, no picks. Damn, bro. 102.8 passer rating allowed. That's not good, bro. 102.8 passer rating allowed. So he's not necessarily a lockdown corner. So again, average kind of mid corner on the other side of J.C. Horn. And let's be real, bro. J.C., it's only a matter of time. You know what? Let me chill. I'm going to chill. Hopefully, J.C. Horn play a whole season. But if something happened to him, we're fucked. Even with him on the field, who going to cover the other side, bro? Yeah, he is. He's 5'10", too. He is 5'10". What's going on, Rare? Appreciate you pulling up, man. All right, let's move on to the next slide. Again, we're going to pin this one. We're going to come back to this shit. We're going to come back to this, man. I'm already like damn near an hour into the live, bro. I told y'all I was going to fly through this shit and open up the panel. Oh, man. This next point. This shit still lingers, chat. We talked about this on the live. We did a whole live episode on this. Had a great discussion on this shit. But it still don't sit right with me. It still don't sit right with me, y'all. Our quarterback in year 2 is not a vocal leader. Now, you can take that, you know what I'm saying? You can take that how you want it. But me personally, I don't like this shit. This is a red flag. Because going into year 2, you got to start taking on a leadership role to where you got to be vocal with your guys. You got to start getting comfortable, especially after you had a bad season last year. Guys looking for you to pick this team up. And not to mention, fam, we got a brand new coaching staff, a whole bunch of new players. So if you got all these new players, this whole new system, Bryce was here last year. He knows what's expected of the Carolina Panthers. Why are you not being a vocal leader? And if Bryce Young is not the vocal leader as a fucking quarterback, who is? Who is the vocal leader on offense? Don't sit here and tell me it's Rob Hunt. Don't you dare tell me it's no fucking Rob Hunt who just got on the squad. He's still learning people. He's still learning. Who else y'all got? Who's the offensive vocal leader? Damn sure ain't Schuba Hubbard. He's quiet. What y'all gonna say? Taylor Moton? Get the fuck out of here. Don't you dare say no damn Taylor Moton. Hey, I mean, our center is Austin Corbett. I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna stop you right the fuck there. Who is the vocal leader on the offense? Chat, help me out, man. Who is the vocal leader? Adam Thielen? I don't know. Adam Thielen, old ass, about to be up out of here. So when his ass gone, then what Bryce Young is gonna do? You gotta step up as a vocal leader. You're the quarterback. You are the quarterback that's supposed to be the face of the franchise and lead our guys throughout the season, man. What do you mean you're not a vocal leader? I can't imagine being a football player and being on the same team as a quarterback who is quiet. Like, fam, turn me up. Like, what are you doing? Something, bro. Something. Quantum said Deontay will be. Quantum, I'm gonna stop you right there. Deontay is new. We watched a clip on the live when we covered Deontay. He said, "I'm still learning everybody's names and shit. I'm still learning." He didn't even know who our coach was for the longest. It's definitely not about to be no Deontay Johnson coming in here trying to tell people what to do. Fam, you're new. You're new. Rare said, "What does a vocal leader mean? Somebody that speaks up when the moment matters." Vocal. Rare. Somebody that speaks up when the moment calls for it. Basically, just being a talkative kind of person, not necessarily talkative, but a leader. Everything you expect a leader to be. Somebody that's gonna vocalize when you're doing good and vocalize when you're doing bad. Simple as that. Help guide the fucking team. Bryce Young, our starting quarterback, who we spent the first overall pick on, is apparently not. Now, don't get me wrong, chat. I don't want y'all to think this is a Bryce hate section or a session. Nah, Bryce is my guy. Y'all know that by now. Bryce is my guy. I want him to succeed bad than anybody. Matter of fact, for personal reasons, I need him to succeed because I got some shit to talk. I got a whole list of people of people I got to call out. So yeah, for personal reasons, I want him to succeed. But like, I'm gonna be real too. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack when it comes to these players, bro. Whether I like you or not, it ain't all, you know what I'm saying, peaches and butterflies and shit. So I'm gonna keep it a band with you. I don't like the fact that he's not a vocal leader, but that can easily shut me up if his play is up to par on the field. River said, "Is it time to acquire a new number one over JC Horn?" Fam, I don't know. But we definitely needed corners regardless. We needed a starting corner out of the draft. We didn't get that. Even not out of the draft, but in free agency. Dane Jackson he's average. He's average. And I wouldn't have gave JC Horn that 5th-year option. That's just me personally, because he ain't been available. I wouldn't have signed him his 5th-year option. At least not right now. Fuck no. I wouldn't get rid of him, but I wouldn't sign his 5th-year option until you show me you can play 17 fucking games. At least 15. At least. Damn. Quantum said that right arm on the picture is stronger this year. I agree, Quantum. I agree, man. Shout out to Bryce. He been in the weight room. He has, man. Chauncey, what's going on, man? He said trade Adam Thielen and a first for CeeDee Lamb. Fam, you living in fantasy land. This is not Madden, my guy. This is not Madden. CeeDee Lamb is not coming to Carolina. Even if it was a scenario where Dallas would just let him walk or, accept a trade, CeeDee is not going to come to no Carolina. He's going to go somewhere where he can compete. I mean, he's coming from Dallas. Obviously, they lose first round like damn near every year. He's sick of that shit. He want to go somewhere where he can compete. So I would expect like fucking Chiefs or Bills or some shit like that. He ain't coming no damn Carolina. And I'm not willing to give up no first and Adam Thielen for no fucking CeeDee. Well, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I don't think I'd be mad at that. But at the same time, that's not realistic, bro. Let's be real. Should be Bryce. He's a grass-eating lion. A grass-eating lion, man. Man, ready when you ready, because I have a question for you. All right, that's a bet, Doug. I'm almost done, man. Oh, shit, man. Hey, shout out to Villain Trucker for that super chat, man. First one of the night. Yes, sir. Hey, big love, man. I appreciate that super chat, that 20 beam, man. Big shout out to Villain Trucker. I appreciate that, man. Hey, if anybody's feeling, y'all feeling nice, go ahead and get in that super chat, man. Get in that super chat, get in the cash app and shit like that, man. Y'all go ahead and show some love to your boy, man. All this money, it go right back to y'all, man. It go right back to like giveaways or just, strengthening the channel, whether it's like equipment or better quality for you guys. It's all going back to y'all, man. This money is not mine at all, bro. So I definitely appreciate that 20 billion, man. It's definitely gonna be put in a pot. I appreciate that, man. Hey, shout out to Big Villain Trucker, man. Big love. But moving on, chat. Again, this is a red flag. This is probably the biggest red flag, other than the injury issues, going into this season, bro. I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't. But let's move on to the next point. We ain't gonna spend too much time on it because, like I said, we did a whole live on this. I think everybody can agree with me when I pull up this next slide. Everybody. David fucking Tepper. Guys, David Tepper is still our owner. And y'all, since he bought the Panthers, we ain't had a winning season since. He bought him in 2018. We have been 31-68 since we've had David Tepper, and we ain't made not one single playoff. Not one. He's deemed as one of the worst owners in the NFL, if not the worst owner in the NFL. Again, we ain't had a winning season yet, y'all. Not yet. We've made moves to where we're playing Russian roulette with like coaches and quarterbacks. We've had a different starting quarterback every year since 2018. Every fucking year we've had a different quarterback that's starting every year, which is another reason why I want Bryce to succeed, because I'm just tired of that shit, bro. I want a quarterback that can stay here and develop and lead our franchise somewhere for years to come. I'm tired of seeing a different quarterback. So I don't understand why other people are wishing on Bryce's downfall, because then we back at square one. And we'll be back at square one getting a whole nother fucking quarterback. I'm letting y'all know this shit now. Panthers had to go through a whole nother rebuild and get another quarterback. I'm out, bro. I'm out. I'm done with this shit. I can't keep on waiting for y'all to make something happen. And shit, bro, I'm about to be 30, bro. I'm about to be fucking 30 years old. I need y'all to do something. Time is running out. Let's be real, man. Time is running out. But David Tepper, y'all. David Tepper is still the owner. There's no telling what David Tepper got up his sleeve, man. Ain't no telling. David Tepper, again, has fired multiple coaches, had multiple players fired as well. So if this season just so happened to not work out, I'm afraid for Dave Canales. Dave Canales, he's not safe. Let's be real. Dave Canales is not safe. If he has a losing season, oh yeah, you can kiss him goodbye. We on to the next one. But David Tepper didn't just do that with the Panthers, bro. He did that with Charlotte FC too. He was getting rid of coach after coach after coach. I mean, it was bad, fam. He's a very hands-on owner. I mean, we can get into when he threw the drink on a fan at Jacksonville. I mean, just bad all around, fam. Bad all around. But I will say this. I know a lot of people, it could be, I don't know, this is, it's kind of controversial, low-key. But a lot of people feel like David Tepper is bringing more distractions to the bank. I don't know how I feel about that, though. I really don't. I think he has helped the city when it comes to revenue and like bringing in city revenue and shit like that, because he's bringing in more concerts with the stadium. He brought in a whole soccer team. And not only that, but he's having like these special events that's being hosted at the bank. Matter of fact, I was watching the other night, bro. Like I said, I told y'all, bro, like I'm not even low key. I'm high key a soccer fan now, y'all. Soccer done easily became like my second favorite sport recently, man. Basically, man, I was watching Copa America. Tournament, and it was Colombia versus somebody. Let me pull up the video, man. I'm gonna pull up the video. They basically, long story short, man, they had this shit at the bank. They had this game at the bank, and fam, I gotta show y'all the turnout. That shit was lit, chat. That shit was so damn lit, bro. That shit was dumb lit. I wish I could have went, but them tickets was just crazy. It was crazy. I'm gonna show y'all a clip. But the point of me showing y'all this video is because I do believe that this helps the city. It helps the city, and it brings, you know what I'm saying, more of an attraction to Charlotte. So I'll give that to David Tepper, man. Let's go ahead and take a look at this clip real quick. Let's take a look at how they erupted after this first goal, bro. They was going bonkers out there, but that shit was so lit. Let's take a look at it.
Period at the end of that. One of the biggest stars Colombia have ever produced, James Rodriguez, sends it in deep to the back post. It's knocked down. It's in. Colombia have the opening goal. Jefferson Lerma. In the tournament for James Rodriguez.
But chat, the point of me showing y'all that, this is huge. This is huge. Having something this big at the bank, that's big, fam. So I'll give David Tepper that. that's actually pretty fucking good, man, to bring in Colombia and then the other team. I can't pronounce the name of that shit, bro. That shit foreign. But but yeah, bringing in these teams to compete for like a national cup, bro. Like that's huge. That's huge. That shit was lit. It was a very entertaining game. I watched the whole thing, but they was cutting up at the bank. They was cutting the fool, boy. Hold on, matter of fact, they had a fight too. They was fighting out that bitch. Let me show y'all. Hold on. Let me show y'all the fight. Let me show y'all the fight. Boy, they was acting the fool at the bank. They was acting the fool at the bank, chat. Hold on. Let me show y'all.
I'll give you one guess who sparked this originally.
Oh, boy.
And now it's boiling over. Number 9.
We saw a lot of chaos on the field after the final whistle. Some of that chaos spilled into the crowd. We're getting some images right now of Uruguayan players going into the stands and interacting, if you will, with Colombian supporters. You obviously see things being thrown, including fists and punches and beverages and garbage.
Shit, boy.
And unfortunate scenes in Charlotte.
Hey, when I was watching this shit live, chat, I was weak as hell, boy. But the point of this, man, like, bro, the bank was lit. Like, think about that. When is the last time we seen the bank packed out? I'm talking about pack the fuck out, sold out. And it was that lit. I'm talking about loud fireworks and all that shit going on. Not for the Panthers. Charlotte FC, a little bit. I'll say that. Charlotte FC is turned. I went to a game. That atmosphere is different. It's just a little bit different, bro. It's something different about a soccer crowd versus a football crowd. But we ain't seen this at a Panthers game, and I don't know how long. My latest memory of that was 2015 when we were winning. When the bank was packed out like that, we ain't had no shit like that since 2015. So shout out to David Tepper for that. But overall, David Tepper is the owner. If you fuck up this year, you're going to be up out of here. All right. Last but not least, chat. I know we're an hour in this bitch. I'm going to open up the panel. My last point of tonight. Let me catch up with the chat before I do pull up my last point. Chauncey said, LOL, if CD Lamb wants 33 to 35 million, you have to follow the money, not the team of choice. That too. That's another fact. But yeah, team of choice still matters, Chauncey. Still matters, bro. It still matters. Yeah, man. Facts, Quano. He said they did Cam the way they did for Teddy Bridgewater too. Yeah. It's been downhill. It has been downhill. I don't know why you got rid of the face of your franchise. As soon as you become the owner, you got rid of him the following season because you felt like, all right, this motherfucker done got hurt in his shoulder. Get him out of here. I want somebody, you know what I'm saying, more healthy. And then you go get Teddy Bridgewater as your starter. Yeah, it's been downhill since, man. Downhill since. Yeah, facts, Doug. They packed the motherfucking stadium out. They really did, bro. Columbia was lit. They was lit, but I wish I could have been out there. I'm just a neutral fan. I don't care for neither teams, but I would have definitely loved to have been out there. Just to experience that audience, man. See, with sporting events, my number one thing when I go to a sporting event is being around a lit crowd. The audience makes the game for me. If I'm being real, the audience makes the game, bro. If you're invested in the game, it makes it fun. Even if it's a trash game, the audience always makes it fun, bro. And I haven't had that at the bank. I just haven't. Not that experience. Except for Charlotte football, Charlotte FC. Definitely a refreshing experience because the Panthers damn sure ain't been giving me that. Every time I go to a Panthers game, niggas sitting down on third down, bro. It's boring. It's boring. Let's be real. It's boring. He said everybody was expecting Cam to be the QB that year, and they pulled the plug. Yeah, they did. Too soon, too. And it's been bad decisions ever since. Even when they brought him back, they still pulled it too soon. Like, I would have signed him another year because you brought him in, but what, like week 9 and expecting him to just turn us around immediately. Like, what the fuck? What are y'all doing? You should have just brought him in for another year. And then you go and get Baker Mayfield. Why? You trade for Baker Mayfield. You could have just kept Cam in the building and hell, we did 1 year with Baker. If you was going to do that anyway, do 1 year experiment with a fucking quarterback, we should have just brought in Cam for another year. Let him have a full off season and see what he got. What he got left in the tank. And hell, if we got to tank the season, then we get our quarterback. That shit, oh my goodness, bro. That shit pissed me off. He said it's another game going on for the third. Yeah, I know, Doug. I was gonna watch it, man. Also, my Charlotte FC is playing as well. So that was another reason why I was about to cancel this shit too, man. But yeah, we still here, man. We still here. Your boy, but I did get to catch the women's USA team earlier. That's my girl squad. So I was watching them earlier, man. That was a good ass game. They played Mexico. It's always a good game when them two play, though. Always a good game. So that was a fun little game to watch. Fun little game to watch, man. He said 03, 05, and 08 was like the atmosphere. Yeah, facts. Hey, especially with 08. I remember 08 very vividly, man. I remember that shit like it was yesterday, bro. Being a kid in a stadium and like that, bro. Stadium used to be fucking rocking, bro. I used to go to a Panthers game like every year for my birthday, and I remember going somewhere around December, bro. And D'Angelo Williams and Jay Stu, bro. They went crazy that year. They went fucking crazy. Both of them cracking 1,000 yards. All right, let's get to the last point of this of the chat. Last point of the show, man, and I'm gonna open up the panel. All right. Another reason why I lack confidence in the Carolina Panthers, and another reason why I got concerns. This schedule scares me, chat. I'm not gonna hold you. This schedule is not set up for us to have a fast start. It's just not. I don't know how to feel about this shit. So let's take a look at the schedule. And then y'all see Kirk Cousins up there. Why do I have Kirk Cousins? Kirk Cousins is coming, y'all. I can't stand to admit it. I really can't. Man. But Falcons taking the division, chat. We in trouble. The Falcons are taking the division. So if y'all expecting us to win a division, definitely not going to be this year. No, sir. No, sir. Not this year. We can compete for second. Maybe. But it won't be this year. But looking at this schedule, we start out with the Saints. That's a division rival game. It's always going to be 50-50 with a division rival. Always. I don't know what the Saints going to be. I really don't believe in the Saints. I don't believe in the Saints. I don't. Especially Derek Carr. But at the same time, do I believe in the Panthers? This could be very much so a shit show of a game. I don't know. I don't know what to expect from this game. I want to go out. I do want to go out there. Shout out to Doug. Doug got his tickets already, man. I might try to come out there with you. But I don't know how to feel about this, man. I mean, obviously, it's going to be the first game, so we don't know what this team is going to look like until this game. And we go into a hostile environment. It's the first game of the season, so you know they're going to be loud. Hell, Atlanta was loud last year. Then we follow that up with playing a hell of a quarterback in Justin Herbert. And just week two. They coming to the bank. You know what I'm saying? We got to deal with Lad McConkey and shit like that. We got to deal with DJ Chark. I'm not worried about DJ Chark because obviously we've seen for ourselves he can't create separation. But at the same time, with the corners on this roster, I don't know. Then we follow that up with Las Vegas. We got Max Crosby over there. I think if we don't block that right side, matter of fact, if these edges don't hold up well, and if I'm the Raiders, I'm putting Crosby on Icky's side every single time. Now, imagine that matchup. Crosby and Icky, we're in trouble. We're going to lose that game. Bryce Young will get fucking crushed. And I mean that in the most literal way. Bryce Young will get fucking crushed. Oh, man. He said Columbia packed and fought. Yeah, man, they was wilding out there, boy. They was out there, bitch, lit. They was out there motherfucking lit, boy. Kirk Cousins has a grill to go along with those chains, too. He got a grill? Oh, shit. I didn't know he had a grill, too. But I expect nothing less with him being in Atlanta. They going to turn his ass out. Man, we got ways to get tickets to all the games this year. Just get that. You already know, though. I'm going to get at you behind the scenes and shit. But you follow that up with Cincinnati. Good Lord. Do y'all remember what happened the last time we played Cincinnati? Chat, y'all remember the last time we played Cincinnati? Y'all remember Jamar Chase wasn't even playing that game. Now, I know it was Joe Mixon who scored 5 touchdowns. I know. He's no longer with the Bengals. He's over there with the Texans. But let's not forget, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, at the moment, T. Higgins. Shit, boy. Who's going to cover Jamar Chase? Hopefully, J.C. Horn is playing this game. I would like to see that matchup, but I don't think J.C. Horn can keep up with no fucking Jamar Chase, bro. Let's be real. If you lock up Jamar Chase, you got all my respect, JC. For real, bro. For real. Jamar Chase is one of my favorite receivers to watch in this league. So if you can lock up Jamar Chase, boy, you got all my respect. I'll shut up. I'll stop picking on you. But for the moment, I don't know. I'm not confident in this game at all. I think this could be another embarrassment. But I hope I'm wrong, chat. Then you follow that up with the Chicago Bears. Chicago, while, they are led by a rookie quarterback, which kind of is in our advantage on defense. However, their weapons is stacked. I'm talking about stacked. Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, the list goes on. Again, who's going to cover these guys? You put J.C. Horn on who? DJ Moore or Keenan Allen? Regardless, the other guy's going to eat. The other guy's going to eat. Don't tell me Dane Johnson or Jackson locking anybody up. Then you follow it up with the first game against Atlanta Falcons. They come to the bank. That's going to be our first look at Kirk Cousins and his high-powered offense, at least on paper. I ain't going to hold y'all, chat. Bijan Robinson is a problem. He is a problem, y'all. Let's be real. He's coming into year 2. He's getting comfortable, getting more and more comfortable. And they got an offensive roster to where he don't got to be fed the ball all the time. So they going to be feeding everybody. Everybody going to eat with that offense. So if you got a fantasy, look at Atlanta. That's all I'm going to say. Get Kirk Cousins at your quarterback. Get Bijan as your running back. Let's see. Receivers, I ain't really fucking with the receivers like that. You probably could go for Pickett. He'll be a nice little, like maybe later round kind of receiver, maybe. I don't know. Like if you need a tight end, like at the last minute he's still there, I would take him. But anyway, moving on. You got Washington. On paper, this is my sleeper team of this year. They look fucking good. Bobby Wagner in the middle, Frankie Louvu. Oh my goodness. Jeremy Chin behind him. And then don't forget about that front. Then on the other side, they got Austin Eckler at the running back. Daniels at quarterback. He can run. Terry McLaurin. They look good, chat. Now, Denver, you follow that with Denver. Bo Nix, Troy Franklin and shit like that. I'm not worried about Denver. This is, in fact, the only team I'm not worried about. Them and the Giants. I think this could be a win. But at the same time, you never know with the Panthers. You just never fucking know. Follow that up with the second meeting with the Saints. I don't know how that shit gonna be. Could go either way. We go to Germany, play the Giants. Knowing the Panthers, bro, we don't know what to expect with that. But again, it is a Giants. So that's our biggest chance at winning. But you still got to execute. Just because it's a nice little look on paper, it don't mean you actually going to win it. That ain't shit guaranteed in the NFL. Now, you got the bye week. And then after the bye week, do I really need to even mention the name? That's a loss. How about this? Let's just skip over that. That's an L. We're not beating no fucking Chiefs. Let's move on. You got the Bucks for the first time. Division rival games, again, it's always 50-50. Let's move on. Philadelphia, a loss, especially in fucking, what is this, November, December? It's going to be cold. It's going to be cold by then. Late in the season, Eagles are going to be trying to make a run for the playoffs. Obviously, they're going to be competing with Dallas, maybe even Washington, trying to get to that first spot. So that's going to be a hard game. That's a loss. Dallas coming back to the bank. That's a loss. Their defense is too high-powered. Who do we have on offense that can exploit their defense? Again, we don't have that burner. So I don't know who can exploit their defense. And then if you go to their offense, who's covering CeeDee Lamb? Who? We still can't stop the run. Who's gonna stop Ezekiel Elliott? Well, let me stop right there. Because first of all, what the fuck am I talking about? I don't believe no no fucking Ezekiel Elliott. That nigga washed. I ain't gonna hold you, chat. So let me take that back. I ain't worried about their run game. I'm not worried about their run game. But that's a loss. Let's just be real, chat. Let's call it what it is. It's a fucking loss. And by the way, chat, this is not an official schedule prediction. I'm not doing no schedule prediction. Then you got Arizona. Now, don't let Kyler be healthy. Last time we played Arizona, they beat us at the bank. I was at that game. So I don't know about that one. I really don't. I don't know if we can just beat the Cardinals. Then you got the Bucks and then the Falcons. 2 division games back to back. And who knows where we're going to be standing by then, man. We could either be fighting for the division or hell, it's just over with. Who knows? Who knows? CJ, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you pulling up to the chat. Shout out to 2 fans in the stands, man. I was just on there live earlier, man. If you're not subscribed to 2 fans in the stands, go ahead and do so, man. Let them know Uncle Quan sent you, man. Big love to CJ for pulling up to the chat. He said it turned into a practice game when the Bengals scored 5. Yeah, and Joe Mixon scored 5 by him damn self. And I think that was before the half, chat. Well, it was 4 before the half. It was 4. Shit crazy. Mr. Hunky Dory, man, what's going on? He said Elliott just worried about his hair money. Facts. That's what. Yeah, that's why I said I ain't worried about him. I ain't worried about him. He said I'm hella late. You good, man? We actually about to open the panel up. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and put the chat. Let me put the link in the chat, man. So just to I'm gonna fill y'all in real quick. I'm gonna fill y'all in on everything we talked about before y'all pull up and shit, man. For those of you who are just pulling up. Fed Nam in the building. What's going on, Fed Nam? What's going on with you? Hope y'all having a smooth what's today? Saturday? Is it Saturday? I think it's Saturday. Yeah, hope y'all having a smooth Saturday, man. Big Tight, what's going on? Damn, boy, y'all pulling up out the damn blue, ain't it? Somebody must have just got off a live or something. What's going on, Big Tight? Mr. Hunky Dory, he said, dude, I just crawled in also. How this can be. Hey, I appreciate y'all pulling up, man. But hey, real quick, man, I'm gonna show y'all briefly. I put the link in the chat. So if y'all want to pull up, we can discuss all these points. If not, I'm gonna get the fuck on with my Saturday and I'm gonna go play some FIFA. But hey, real quick, my main concerns, man. I was telling the chat, long story short, man. I'm gonna summarize this as quick as I can. I'm gonna bring my guy Doug up. So my main concerns, I'm not as excited about training camp as I usually am. So I was trying to figure out why. I was doing a lot of reflecting, took some notes, did a little bit of research and shit. And here's what I came up with, chat. So if y'all just not pulling up, I'm gonna go through this shit briefly. We got injury problems. We got hella injury problems. We have a lack of center. We ain't getting no damn center out the draft. We don't have a burner receiver. That's my opinion. You can definitely rebut. I'm definitely willing to hear your opinions. We don't have a burner receiver. Our secondary is very suspect. Very suspect. We don't know if J.C. Horn gonna play the whole season. And the rest of these guys, mid. Just mid. Bryce Young is not a vocal leader. That is definitely a red flag and a concern for me. That's not saying that I don't believe in Bryce. Obviously, y'all know Bryce Young is my guy. I'm rooting for him to succeed. But I'm also going to keep it a whole stack with you. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to give my opinions. And I'm not, going to give you that biased opinion. Just because I like Bryce. Also, David Tepper. David Tepper is our owner. We haven't had a winning season since. That's another reason why I have my doubts. And we just went over the schedule all together, man. So those are my points, man. Y'all pull up on your boy, man. Let me take this off my screen. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let me bring up my guy, Doug, man, a.k.a. my co-host. What's going on, Doug?
Chilling. Just sitting here watching Uruguay and Canada play right now at the bank. And then watching a little bit of summer. 1-1 right now, and then watching a little bit of summer league basketball.
That's a good game.
Yeah.
How much time left?
Second half about to kick off.
Damn.
So
I want to watch that. I'll watch the replay. What's going on with you, CJ, man? How you doing, brother?
What's good, big rich homie Uncle Quan? Can y'all hear me good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, loud and clear, brother.
All right, cool beans. What's going on, y'all?
Not much, man. I was just telling the chat, man, my concerns for this year. I'm just not as excited about training camp. I haven't had no hype, no anticipation whatsoever. And it was weird to me because I was like, why am I feeling this way? Like, is it just because we had a 2-15 season? Because usually when we have a losing season, I'm still optimistic and hopeful for the next. But then I started looking at all this different factors going into year 2. Or not year 2, but the next year. You know what I mean? So basically, I don't know. I have my doubts, man. I have my doubts. What y'all think, fellas?
Where you want to start at? Because you said a lot. I ain't worried about the JC Horn. I can start with a schedule any given Sunday because you pull the schedule up and you saying, oh, this can be a loss, this can be a loss. We don't know what the hell can happen really. And the reason why I say it is because training camp, somebody can go down. You don't know what really happens. And one thing that I've been saying just with the NFC South alone, the Panthers have injuries. We got players coming off injuries, but Kirk Cousins coming off a torn Achilles. Let's keep it the whole thing. Like, no, he's not a scrambling quarterback. But with the torn Achilles, most of the time, if you do get re-injured, there's an injury in that same leg going up to the hamstring and going to the knee area. So I understand people want to crown them. You can crown them. That's fine. But again, like with the Bengals we played early. The Bengals are just like the Kansas City Chiefs. They start out very slow, and then after they're by midweek of the season, they pick it up. Chargers, hit or miss. What else did we have in between? Denver, I do think that shouldn't be a hard game.
Hey, hold that thought real quick, and then I'm gonna get back to it. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Quantum, what's going on, my brother? Appreciate
what's going on, Quantum.
Yo, what's happening? What's up, Quan? What's up, Dougie? What's going on, gentlemen? Man? What's happening, guys? Great show, Quan.
Chilling.
What up?
What's happening, CJ?
Go ahead, back with the point, man. You was going over the schedule.
No, I'm just looking like just at certain games. Like, again, we do not really know what's going to happen. And I understand the schedule can scare you. No, I hate doing this because the Bengals and the Texans did it worse to first. I mean, it's possible. I'm just being honest, people. It is possible. You never know what exactly can happen in a season. You never know. And I understand Quan is looking at the schedule. Yeah, it can be tough and all this and that, but you never know. Really and truly, Quan, can you tell me who the starting quarterback is for the Las Vegas Raiders?
Who is it? That number 4 guy? I don't know his name.
What's his name? I mean, is he good?
He's mid. He's mid.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say he's good. I'm not gonna say he's bad, but he's mid. But he is going into year 2, so we don't know what type of improvement he's gonna have. I mean, because you can say the same thing about Bryce.
Thank you. That's it. That's it. Look. That's all I need to say. Only reason why I made that funny point is because I'm surprised you ain't hit me up yet. I know you probably been watching it. The receiver series on Netflix.
I'm a binge it, bro. I ain't watched it yet.
Okay. Only thing I'm gonna say is look at what Devontae Adams said about their quarterback situation whenever he was there.
Yeah, I saw the clip that Debo.
Okay, see? Okay, now I didn't heard too. So as I said, everybody want to bash Bryce, not saying you. But again, we talking about a quarterback that came to get the ball to his dynamic wide receiver. And really and truly was before you had the Chase, before you had the Jeffersons, was the number 1 wide receiver in the league with Aaron Rodgers. So, like I said, that's just one point with the schedule, but I'm gonna let Quantum and CJ go on with it too.
Go ahead, CJ.
Hey, let me tell you, what we talking about the schedule, or we talking about things we're concerned?
Anything that he talked about.
I got a whole bunch of concerns we can go from.
Let me tell you, first of all, I'm concerned about our center position, as I stated earlier. I'm also concerned about our secondary, and we didn't talk about that much, but it's kind of the same thing with the offensive line. Hopefully, JC Horn can stay healthy. We all know that he is a Pro Bowl caliber cornerback when he can stay on the field. My other big concern in the secondary is the cornerback too. How much faith are we putting in Dane Jackson? Because I haven't seen much film on him. I didn't pay him any attention when he was up in Buffalo. So what is he going to bring? And you know, are we still looking for a cornerback too? Because just like with the center position, now we did draft Shao Smith-Wade, but we passed on a lot of talent early in the draft. So to me, those are the two biggest things that concern me: is the center position, the health of the cornerbacks, or health of J.C. Horn, and that cornerback 2 spot. So,
hey, hold on real quick. Hey, Big Walk, let's not forget about their defensive front. We got Crosby that literally cannot be stopped. And you trust in this offensive line to stop him? Yeah, good luck. Hey, let me pull up my guy Red Swarm, man. Shout out to Blue Swarm, man.
My God.
Yeah. Red Swarm.
Yeah.
Blue
Man, listen.
Fox.
Listen, I have the distinguished honor. Thank you, Uncle Quan, for pulling me into the chat, man. My guy, see Dougie. Don't look like that, Dougie. Don't come on now. CJ and Ian Quantum. Man, I'm on here. I'm blessed to be on here with some of my favorite guys. I mean that now, sincerely. Yes, I mean that sincerely.
Absolutely, man.
But
hey, I appreciate you pulling up, man. I don't know if you were in the chat maybe about 5-10 minutes ago, but I gave you your. I can't stand it. I know
it hurts you. I know it hurts you to do it, Quan. But listen, I ain't got nothing but big respect for you keeping it 100, and that's why I decided to hit the link and pull up, because we need to have a sort of like a realistic view of what we're talking about here, and not just get in the ether, man. That ether is dangerous because it'll choke you, it'll kill you if you inhale too much of it, man. So, you know, let's Doug, you know what it means to go in that gas chamber? He know what it means to go in that gas chamber and break the seal on that mask, man. They good for you.
I'm not the term. It's terrible.
Ain't it terrible, Quano?
It is, man. God dang. Woo, I still can smell it.
Yeah, oh man, I hate to think about it. But let's do it, man. Hey, can I do this, Quan? I wanted to ask something. I caught the tail end of what Doug was just saying. And I agree with you, Doug. I mean, it's the NFL, it's any given Sunday. All those things are true. I have no disagreement with that. But I'm curious. How do you think odds makers, and I'm not saying that they write the Bible and it's the truth, but how do you think they go about formulating their odds for the season and coming up with a line where they think a team should play at for the season? How do you think they go about that? I'm just curious.
You were asking me, or you asking Quan?
Yeah, for everybody. Yeah.
Go ahead, Quan.
Well, hey, Quantum, I know you pulled up, man. You ain't get to talk your points. Do you want to take this one, or you want me to get this one?
Yeah. Well, hey, I just want to just throw out some of the things. I have a hard time. Let me say something, brother. Looks like all your dashboard lights going off at one time. So look like you got a lot of warning lights popping up on the dash, bro.
Damn.
Of the car. So it's like get what I'm saying? So there's a lot of concerns there to definitely address. I'm going to keep it short though. Basically, man, I'm going to agree with pretty much most of what you said, but I'm with C. Dougie also on some of the things he said, because where there's a will, there's a way. You can't guarantee a win or a loss in the NFL. Anything can happen at any time, barring injury from the other side or something happens on our side. You just never really know. It's just who comes to play that day, who's going to force the line, who's going to get the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. Things like that will ultimately culminate in the overall ending of how those games could go. But I'm concerned about the not so much the wide receiver position. I'm more so concerned about the defense. I think the offense is primed to take a progression step forward in a positive direction with the new pieces and the new linemen and so forth and so on. New head coach that knows how to call plays and things like that. Get the best out of his quarterback. My thing is the defensive side though. Ejiro, we got thrashed in that 3-4 in the run last year, man. So I don't know what he's going to do differently. And we lost a couple of key linebackers and a couple of key safeties. Yeah, it's going to be really, I think Ejiro is going to have to step up how to shore up that run defense. I don't know what he's going to do with that. And then of course, your boy, I don't know, man. JC, we don't know how long he can stand out there on his own. That's kind of scary. But I'm hoping some of those new guys, Dane Jackson, those guys can step up and show what they got, because it's going to be a long day with some of those games out there, man. Even if we got Red on here, even with the Falcons, bro, with the passing attack they can even have, and that running game that they have, it's going to be hard to deal with them with a established quarterbacks out there, man. So we're going to have to really show something to step it up. But I'm all over the place with a few spots. But overall, if I had to go 1 out of 100 as far as a comfort level, I'm going to say I'm more like around 65 to 70% comfortable. But then there's some areas on there that I'm not so sure about, you know?
Yeah. Hey, I want to actually piggyback off of that, but real quick, man, shout out to my guy A Kobe, man, aka Young Shooter, man, for that super chat. Appreciate that too, man.
Shooter.
He said when NCAA come out, I'm coming to get you. Not just I know you just playing. I know you just playing. The fuck? I'm gonna whoop your ass, boy. Nah.
Hey, he must have missed your live. He must have missed your live, Quan, when you broke it down with
he must have missed it, Quan. Okay, hey, look, when this college come out, you better be ready. That's all I'm saying, because I'm gonna be on that motherfucker for hours.
Hey, Quan, you got Monday or you got Friday's edition?
Say that again.
You getting Mondays or you got Friday's edition?
I'm getting that motherfucker. Yeah, I'm playing that shit early Monday night.
No, I'm saying, did you get the early access? Because early access is Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
I don't get mine till Friday. I don't get mine till Friday. So
okay, that's a bet. Well, then, yeah, you really gonna get your ass whooped by then, man.
Hey, Quan,
I ain't worried about
What's up, CJ?
With the early access, was that the bundle you had to buy with Madden as well?
No. I got the deluxe version. It's the deluxe version. It's $100.
Gotcha.
Versus like that $140. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
But real quick, man, Quantum. I'm right there with you. Like our defense. I know. Hey, shout out to Aaron in the chat, man. I saw Aaron earlier. He said he believes our defense will be a lot better than a lot of people are anticipating. I don't know, man. I don't know, because like I told y'all earlier, we got these corners that we just pulled up that are kind of like hand-me-downs, you know what I mean? And then we got JC Horn, who hasn't really been healthy for a full season. Not only that, but our edge rushers are all hurt. DJ Johnson had an injury already. DJ Wonham had an injury already. And then you got Barno. He's dealing with an injury. The only person out there is old man Clowney. So we don't really have that much of a pass rush. And obviously the run game was a concern last year. How are we going to stop the run? I mean, I do feel confident having Ejiro Evero back, because he did solid enough to lead, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of second string, third string because of injuries. But at the same time, the personnel that we do have on paper, I don't know. I'm right there with you, Quantum. I don't really know how I feel about this one, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of there too.
Hey, Quan, let me ask you this though, and I'm glad Quantum brought that up. We actually talked about this a little bit on Two Fans. I'm glad CJ's here when we were talking about it. The problem that I have, and I think the title, if I'm not mistaken, was it Too Many Evero Guys? Is that correct, CJ?
Yeah. Do we have? No, that wasn't Tyler this lie. That was just a question.
No. I'm saying the title when you talked about the Evero guys, right? It was Too Many Evero guys. Correct?
Do we have too many of them?
The thing for me with this defense, when you're able to plug and pull and still kind of sort of produce, that should mean something. I mean, we got hit with the injury bug pretty darn bad starting from week 2 all the way to the end of the year. Well, let me go back from week 1 all the way to the end of the year. Yes, you got a couple of players that coming back at the end, talking about a JC Horn. No, you weren't able to get Shaq Thompson back. Von Bell was out a couple of games. Xavier Woods was out. Supposedly Brian Burns was, hurting here and there. Only person that was a consistent was Adair Brown. On that defense, he did not miss any games. But whenever you look at what the defense was able to do, even though it's almost like an asterisk, but even with the terrible play that we had, you were still able to plug and pull corners that didn't really have experience, like a Buddha. What's the other cat? Jameson. When I look at the players that we brought in, it's the reason why we brought those players in. Now, the problem is going to be is if these players don't translate into the defense where they had great years underneath Evero, like a Ashawn Robinson. He was able to have a good year was because of Aaron Donald and that defense where they had. Then when you look at a Jordan Fuller, he was able to have a good year Was it due because of the front, or was it because of the coaching, or was it the scheme? One thing I will say is with Josie Jewell missing games last year, he still was able to be that disruptive linebacker even when Evero left. But we saw what he was able to do with Evero coaching him. So do I think the defense is going to take a step above? I'm hoping so, because again, with these gentlemen that you brought in, they're supposed to stop the run. They know the scheme, and you don't have to recoach a scheme. So it's almost where people want the youth and the veteran movement for a defense. You want that. You just don't want old guys. Like if you really look at our roster, there's a great mixture of young, middle of the prime, and older guys. There's just not a old roster on the defensive side. So I do love the mix that we have. Again, this is all on paper. Again, like I said earlier this morning with CJ, when the 24th hits, that's when you're going to be able to really see what's going to happen.
Good point. Good point, Dougie.
We're going to see, man. I mean, you had a point earlier. You said, like, it's any given Sunday, and that is a fact. But you also do have the analytics, saying that Red brought up earlier. And I'm not even a guy. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I care about the analytics because, those analytics are solely based off of last year's performance. It's all based on what did we do last year, and it's just a projection of a bunch of the guys that we picked up this season, man. It's just projections. It's nothing real, nothing that's really gonna tell us how this shit gonna turn out. But at the same time, looking at this on paper and looking at the history of our guys as far as like injuries or productions, whatever it is, I do have my concerns on defense, man, especially on defense.
Hey,
but
Quan, I'm gonna make a projection. I'm gonna make this is a projection I've never said, not even on What's Up, Doug, or anybody else's panel or platform. Based off of week 1 preseason, don't be surprised if I'm not gonna say the waivers because you have that massive cut date, but don't be surprised that if we don't sign a corner before training camp starts, based off that performance, a corner will be signed either that Sunday or Monday, right after week 1 training camp. Well, preseason game in New England. I guarantee you, like I said, the question that you guys have about Dan Jackson, what he's going to be able to do, what we're going to be able to see, I really do think after week 1 of preseason, if it doesn't go the way that we hope, and if we don't sign a Gilmore, I will not be surprised if there's a restructure. Or if they are some cuts, I don't think anybody's going to really cut anybody because you still have all the way to the middle of August. Then I think we will pick one of those corners up that's on the market right now.
Hey, we'll see, man. Facts. I hope so because we definitely going to need some corner help, bro. We needed that going into the draft. You know what I mean? So the fact that they waited so late to draft a corner, I don't know how Charles Smith Wade is going to translate. I really don't. I'm not going to sit here and say he's going to be mid or whatever. I don't know. But at the same time, we needed starting corners. You know what I mean? What's going on, brother?
Hey, what this Willie Drew character? What is he? Is he a corner or is he a safety?
Man, he's a corner. He's a corner. Okay, as a corner. I have no idea who that is, brother. I'm not even going to
see that dude.
Doug might know. Doug might know who that is.
Doug, you know?
It's the boy from the CIAA. He's a corner.
He's a corner. Yeah, that name, that guy, he's a man. He represents every black family across America when it comes to family reunions.
Yeah,
Willie Drew.
Willie Drew knocked over the grill.
Hey, Quan, I know nobody, because everybody, laughs and jokes when I come on and they say Blue Swarm and kid with me because I dare to have an opinion. But I remember saying very distinctly, and I don't know how many people can recall when I said when we were doing the pre-draft mock drafts, and I kept saying, teams in the South better be loading up on cornerbacks.
Yes, sir.
Because it's the model in the South is changing from 3 yards and a dust, everybody running, to really it being a division where we're going to be throwing. You're going to see a lot of passing in our division because we got real quarterback play now. And, I've been on so many podcasts and I've listened up and I've listened to everybody talk about yards of separation. Normally from the perspective of how y'all didn't have that last year and how you went out and addressed it this year. Do you know which receiver led the NFL in yards of separation last year?
Don't say Drake London.
Oh yeah, I've heard this.
Oh, no. It wasn't Drake London. It was Rondale Moore.
Your guy
from Arizona.
Yeah.
They got him in Atlanta now. That's Atlanta's guy now.
Yeah.
That's it. Look,
And that's why I kept saying I saw the moves we were making, and see, a lot of people still say it. And I remember Elaine talking about this. He's still holding on to this notion that you're going to defend the run to limit and to minimize our offense. That's changed now. We're not going to be a predominantly run. We're going to be a predominantly pass offense. And they will feature the run with Bijan and with Tyler Algier, but that's just to get balance. But you don't go out and sign the number one quarterback in free agency, give him $180 million, $100 million guaranteed, and then draft Michael Penix to turn around and only hand the ball off. That's not the plan. That's not the plan. That's not the plan. I'm just keeping it real. That's not the plan. So our offensive line, as much as we have had a running attack the last 3 years with Arthur Smith here, they rank number 3 in the NFL in pass blocking efficiency last year. So all I'm saying is, a word to the wise. I know people like to talk about Kirk Cousins coming off of an Achilles injury. And anytime a player is returning off of an injury, y'all know that full well, talking about J.C. Horn. You hope for the best, but you prepare for the worst. So we drafted Michael Penix. And we all saw his electric arm in college. Let's don't act like we didn't see. Let's don't act like we didn't see. Let's don't act like we didn't see what that boy has on that attached to that left shoulder.
I wish Howard could hear you right now praising that man because he would be losing from.
Oh yeah. That was Howard guy.
But hey, rightfully so though.
Yeah.
Like watching Michael
Penix.
Nice.
Boy.
He's nice.
He wanted y'all to draft him. I know that was his guy. That Jack Plummer be killing me, man. That Jack Plummer be killing me, man.
I would take a dump truck back there over Bryce Young.
Hey, I didn't want to see Doug. I didn't want to, Doug. I really did.
Hey, it's Quan's show. He did it. So, hey, what can we say, man? He did it.
He be killing with that Plummer. I'm like, bro, that's
Jack
not
Plummer. I'd be surprised.
Doug was like, nope.
I'd be surprised if he made the damn team, man.
But
hey, Red, though,
people got money on it. So
they never signed him.
That's a good little bit.
But
hey, Red, I was saying that earlier too, though. Like with y'all having Bijan. Look, Bijan is by far, I believe, is y'all biggest threat in the offense. But I was saying that to that earlier. He's not gonna be getting like a bulk of the touches. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all got enough weapons to where y'all can distribute that to everybody. Like, you talked about Rondale Moore. Y'all got, Drake London, I feel like is like a good like number 2, maybe number 3 guy, but he can still eat too. So another sleeper pick that y'all got, Ray McLeod. Ray McLeod is not talked about enough over there. You know what I'm saying? And he's a guy that can easily take it to the house in special teams. And if y'all throw him in there and plug him in that offense, he can also be like a sleeper threat as well. So like y'all are definitely a concern. And you got a point about a division being like a pass division, because you got Baker Mayfield, who just had his best season throwing for over 4,000. Then you got Derek Carr, who's known to take a lot of passing attempts. You got Olave over there. You got Rashid over there that you got to feed. And then you got Bryce Young. You're getting him these weapons. And obviously we're going to see what Bryce Young can do with a pass game, but expect there to be a lot of pass attempts. And then, of course, Kirk Cousins, a 4,000-yard passer. We're going to be seeing a lot of passing, man. And we talked about these corners earlier. Not just the corners, but the whole secondary. I'm not sure if we really have the means to keep up with these type of talents throughout the entire season, because not just within the division, but outside of the division, like Bengals.
Yeah.
We know about their receivers. You know what I'm saying? Kansas City Chiefs, they got some nice receivers now. So my concern is, let's say J.C. Horn does stay healthy. Who's got the other side? You know what I mean? I think Dane Jackson is like more so of a slot cover corner. You know what I mean? So
Same concern I have for my team, and it's the defense. And I say I don't worry about AJ Terrell. I don't worry about Jesse Bates. I don't worry about them. You pencil them in, you let them go and play. But teams are too smart to just go at them. They're gonna go at the weakness, man. It's the law of nature. Yeah. So what are the other players outside of them gonna do? And I see y'all have the same concerns, man. My thing is that I don't like it when coaches just feel like, hey, give me whatever players and I'll figure out the rest. I think that was our approach on defense this year. I mean, I don't have no choice but to be hopeful with the guys that we drafted, but I wasn't pleased with it. I ain't gonna lie to nobody. I wasn't pleased with it. I was surprised by the Michael Penix pick. I was surprised by that pick because I thought for sure we was gonna take your boy out of Alabama.
Oh, you're talking about the other DN.
Yeah. I thought for sure we was gonna take him, and he looked pissed.
Ate with him.
Yeah, he looked pissed that he sat in the green room as long as he did. That Liatu got picked before him. Because he felt like, and I felt like he was clearly the number one edge coming out this year. But they shocked me, man, when we didn't go that route. Now there's a lot of reports out that we tried to trade back in the first round, but even then they said they wanted Liatu, and I believe he's going to be good. But I'm going to tell you what I think they have done. I think that Raheem Morris went in there and he said, hey, to the GM, yeah, I feel good about this kid. Let's go on and load up on our offensive side, and I'll coach up the other players. That's cool, but when that shit fails, man, I mean, then what you gonna do? I'd rather see proven players, even if you get them in the offseason, like Dougie was just saying. Go out there, whatever the money it takes, man, whatever it takes to get Gilly happy. Everybody know he's a South Carolina boy. He want to come home. Man, why keep the fans waiting, man? Go on and sign him up, lock him up, and then set the secondary, man. At least the fans can feel good about that, man. So I wish that we had made a move like that. We didn't. So I'm like you though, Quan. I'm just like I'm nervous about our defense, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you not only do you have to count on your offense to score points, you need your defense to keep the score low so that they don't just have to continue to be in a shootout, man. So,
you know what? Here's the thing, too, guys. It's like we are now facing perennial 4,000-yard passes in our division. Each of those guys, I think, threw 4,000 each last year. So, with that being the case, right? With the obvious limitations that we have at staffing, personnel is limited. We don't have big time names. I'm praying that some of these cast-offs or homegrowns or whoever these guys are that's going to come in, they can actually show something for us, because it's going to come for us guys. If we can't depend on these guys that we have, and I'm praying that Jaru has a plan. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come down to how he coaches these guys. Because if you can't sign anybody to do it, somebody's going to have to step up. Somebody's going to have to deliver a game strategy and a mechanism that they probably have never had to bring before. This is going to be something new. And we pray that JC stays healthy, because they're going to be throwing the ball all on us all game long, every game. They're going to be testing us. And we're going to need a heck of a coaching strategy here, man. None of this give up 325 yards a game type of stuff. And we're going to need that. We're going to need this defense, this defensive line to get some pressure on these quarterbacks, because the longer they can stand back there, they're going to tear us up. So if we can actually command a little bit respect against that line, I don't know if, like Quan said, old man Clowney and his group can do something. Hey, I don't know about this linebacker core, man. We're going to need to get pressure and create pressure some kind of way. And I don't see them constantly dropping 8 in the box for these dudes that they're going to be passing the ball against us. They're going to have to that's not going to work. They're going to have to leave some coverage guys out there, bro. We're going to get toasted. So I don't know, man. Can these cornerbacks that we have hold the line? Can they stand up against a healthy passing attack week in and week out? Is yet to be seen. I'm praying that most of the division games are not going to be as pass heavy as we think they're going to be. You never know with these game plans, man. You never know what these coaches are going to do. But let's just hope that we have a very, very solid plan going into some of these division games, at least, because that's where it's all going to start. It's right there on the battleground with that.
That's a fact, Quantum.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Let me read this comment by Mr. Hunky Dory. He said, he had a question. He said, is the current build to win this year, or is a build to win next year and the year after? I say we are not built to win the NFC South this year. Maybe maybe next with more additions. Any wins over 4 is a good thing with the current build. Man,
don't let other people hear you say that. They're gonna be mad.
Yeah,
4 wins.
you know,
4 wins is a build.
You selling for mediocrity.
Damn, man. I'm sorry, Mr. Hunky Dory. We win 4 games. I can't take no more, bro. I'm turning in my Panther gear.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm a Falcon fan, and I don't even agree with that. I got to keep it 100 with y'all. Now, a lot of people know, and Doug know this, and I'm sure Quantum has heard me say this too. I have already picked, and now this coming from a Falcon fan, Mr. Hungador. I've already said 6 wins, man. So I don't see y'all with no less than 6. I even say 7 and 10 is possible. Now, Doug, to me, getting a little, he getting a little greedy. He talking about 8, 9. You know what I'm saying? But I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
I said anything. Look, you see how you try to slide that 9 in there? I said anything above 9. You slid that 9 there because I said 8 is my limit. You try to slide that 9 in on me. I said 8 is my limit. If you get right at 8, even if we get 7. I'm good. But we get 8.
Red.
What I want.
Yeah, Quantum. Doug ain't gonna let me get away with that. He ain't gonna let me get away with that.
But he tried to slide it in good. I'm like,
hey, Red. You gave him back too much change, brother. You gave him too much change.
Yeah. He honest too. He said, "No, get your money now."
I said,
"You're right.
No,
get your money back."
Like, where did you get that from?
Hey, Quan.
But hey, real quick, man. Go ahead, CJ. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say real quick, with Mr. Hunky Dory's comment, is it just me, or doesn't it seem kind of counterproductive? We feel like that it's going to be a rebuild and it's going to take a while, but it's also like, okay, so the main focus of the offseason was get Bryce weapons and protect Bryce. All right. So like I said earlier, we spent $1 trillion on 2 guards, but just slid our last year's guard who's hurt over the center and didn't really do anything. You get what I'm saying? And we have like sometimes I feel confused as if the plan is to, go out there and give it all like now, or is it a multi-year plan? But it still seems like the pieces are kind of put into place kind of backwards at times, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, CJ, I actually wanted to ask you about that because I know y'all went live on 2 Fans in the Stands. So shout out to 2 Fans in the Stands. Y'all talked about, just having a lack of center. So like with having Austin Corbett there, y'all put up a graphic where y'all showed like his college and him just not having any experience at center. And then of course you got the injury history. And then even the backup behind Austin Corbett, even if he does get hurt, we still got guys who are pretty injury prone behind him. So I mean, tell us a little bit more about that. Like, how you feeling about that center position, man? Like, how are we gonna really build around this if we got a center that's playing out of position?
And that's my point exactly, because if this is a rebuild, if we're building for the future, why not go ahead and take a center now this year in the draft? Even if Austin Corbett is a project, and I don't know how this came about at all. I don't know if Austin Corbett went to the coaches and was like, "Hey, yo, I can do this," or somehow, some way, the coaches got wind of him playing center somewhere, and it was like, "Hey, you think you can still do it?" He was like, "Yeah, we can do it." However it happened, he's still coming off of 2 injuries to the same knee in the calendar year. Okay, and as of right now, our backup is Brady Christensen, and then we got the undrafted free agent Andrew Ram from Oklahoma. So it's just wild to me that the person who is right and dead in front of Bryce every play has 0 snaps at center, in the NFL as far as regular season experience, and we're doing this now. And I would jump over on the other side of the ball and say too, we have Shy Tuttle playing nose tackle. All right, and if anybody disagree with me, let me know. But he was there at the beginning of the year, and then it seemed like every time you looked at the camera panning to the sideline, he was on the sideline with his hands in the shoulder pads, like, "Damn, dog, that was a good play, y'all doing good out there." You know what I mean? It seems like we're doing everything around two of the most important positions, like one on offense and one on defense. You got your center position, then you got your nose tackle. You got these big defensive ends, and then you got, like I said the other last week, you got Shy Tuttle, who look like he's about a couple Big Macs away from being, where he needs to be weight wise. But then it also seems like Evero does not like anybody in that position who's over like 305 pounds. So, I mean, we're just going to have to wait and see.
Hey, Quan, you got a rebuttal? Go ahead.
Go ahead, Doug.
No, go ahead. If you had something, I can keep my thought if you had something. Oh, I was going to make this point. CJ made me think, even from this morning, Dan Morgan was here last year, correct?
Yes, he was.
Dan Morgan was here the year before, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So just walk with me when I say this. Whatever plan that they had, how many free agents did we bring back from Scott Fitter or whatever you want to say? How many free agents did we bring back that Dan Morgan knew? I got the names whenever you were talking. Sam Franklin is one, and then Troy Hill is the other. Oh, ISM and Blackshear. I forgot those two as well. That's 4.
Yeah.
Out of all our free agents, have we brought anybody back?
Yeah, because Deshaun Williams is not here.
I don't think so.
We haven't. They have not been signed. They haven't been signed, and they're still sitting as free agents. I think the only one that I can think of is DJ Chark and YGM. If I miss somebody, please let me know. But the reason why I say that is whatever plan that they had, there had to be discussions about it because Dan Morgan already know he has to come in guns blazing. As we know, like Quan just said, and one of the reasons why our organization has failed is because underneath David Temper, he's impatient. He wants to win now. He doesn't understand it takes time. So reason why I'm bringing that up is there had to be a plan and a conversation. And one thing I wish in the blueprint, we heard it about Robert Hunt, but when they were talking about the offensive line, they were having a discussion as a whole about the line. And the only thing that we heard them talk about was Robert Hunt and Damian Lewis. But you can tell if you use context clues, there was a conversation about the whole line because you heard Gilbert, you heard Dan, and you heard Dave. So there had to be, when they were going right before free agency, they said our number one goal is to get Robert Hunt. They didn't say nothing about center. They didn't say nothing about wide receiver. They didn't say anything about quarterback. The number one person that they wanted from day one was Robert Hunt. So for me, that has to mean there's either trust or there's a plan that goes into why Austin Corbett is there. I still do not know. And I've told CJ and Tony this morning. I need to see Austin Corbett go against A'Shawn Robinson and Derrick Brown day one in pads with one-on-ones.
Oh, yeah.
Defense.
Yeah.
Leverage. Hey, Dougie, let me ask you a question, Dougie. Hey, Dougie, do you think that with the addition of those 2 new interior linemen, right? Do you think it's going to bolster the skill set of a Austin Corbett and possibly Icky? Do you see those 2 guys?
Go ahead, finish.
I'm just saying, do you see those 2 guys stepping up their game with consistent players next to them? So
number one comes with coaching. Like I said earlier, Icky gave up 10 plus sacks. That's fine.
That's right.
But again, with him being a second-year player, he needed to be coached up. Oh, Quan, I see what Quan is saying. Your flash, you got a flash going.
I got a flash?
Yeah, it stopped though. It stopped. Okay. I see what Quan was talking about.
Is it on my screen or is like the whole
it was on your screen. It was on your screen. It stopped though. Okay. It stopped.
Hey, real quick, man. Hey, my guy K2 done pulled up to the panel, man. What's going on, my brother? How you doing on this Saturday?
What's good, man? What's good?
What's going on, K2?
What's happening, K2?
What up, K2?
What's happening, bro?
Oh, go ahead, K2. My bad, brother.
Now go ahead, man. I was just telling everybody what's good.
Oh no, man. Like I said, I'm gonna be short because I want to hear your thoughts. Quantum, you actually got a good point, but it comes with coaching because one thing that has to be said for 62 sacks to be given up, there was no coaching adjustments.
That's why I said earlier coaching. That's why I said it's going to take coaching now.
So for it to be like that is terrible. Terrible because again, Icky needed to be coached up. Then the reason why I'm not too worried about Austin Corbett is our head coach said we're not a run-first team. You don't even know the strengths of your own offensive lineman. What is Icky known to be? A run-first blocker. He's not.
Yep.
Then Brady Christensen, when he was at BYU, look at BYU, because, again, he hasn't really been given the opportunity to play left tackle. He was great in the run. Then you look at Bradley Bozeman. What was he supposed to be good at? Being great with running. He came from the Baltimore Ravens. Then you go over to Austin Corbett. He was great with the LA Rams with running. Then you have a Taylor Moton. So when you look at it, we had a coach that was stubborn, that did not care about the traits or the strengths of his offensive line. That's why it was clashing.
That's what I think.
I mean, it's. I understand why James Campbell was snitching. Do I agree with it? No. But at the end of the day, I mean, it blows my mind the more and more that we think about it, how these coaches were arguing. And I understand when people say, during these pressers, you can hear arguing going upstairs with coaches yelling across the hallway. It makes sense, because how can you tell me what I don't know about my position group and what we were able to do the year before you got here?
Yeah, correct. Facts.
So, and one thing with all the offensive linemen that we have right now, Quan just pulled it up. What are they great at is running, or run grades were mid. I think some were middle. Is it middle green or light green? They weren't dark green, because dark green is great, but they were in the middle of the pack green. I know Robert Hunt, whenever we talked about him, he was a dark green. Damian Lewis was a light green. Icky is a dark green in run. Pass block is red.
And y'all got two dogs up the middle, man. Ain't anybody in the NFL deny that? They ain't watching football. Y'all got two dogs at them guards, man.
You know what?
It goes into the coaching. It goes into the coaching, because when the coaches and the word alignment, when your offensive line coach is aligned with your head coach, and they're saying, this is what my players are, this is exactly the reason why we brought this player in, and then you say, this is what I want to do, there's no confusion.
Hey, Dougie, you can't have, but that's true. But you can't have James Kempen running up there telling David Tepper, you know the lineman that eat your Oreo cookies, don't you?
Like the one person that I wanted to call him, and
not Oreo cookies.
I remember Recess. Recess was a little cartoon I grew up on as a kid. Y'all remember Miss Fitster, the little principal or assistant principal, and it was a little dude that would always run her, Miss Fitster, Miss Fitster, Miss Fitster. That's the only thing I can imagine James Kempen. Anything that did not go his way, I'm going to tell David Temper every single time he got a chance.
I'm telling.
He was running, telling.
Ah, dang it, man. We don't need that. That erodes a locker room. There's no trust when people find out you doing that and you're the coach. That erodes the morale, brother, from the inside out. We cannot have coaches running around backdooring people like that. You have to set the precedent as a coach. Your players have to believe in you as a person that's got their back. They can't think that, oh man, I can't tell this dude anything. He might run up and tell Tepper, I might get a drink thrown on me or something. They're gonna be scared. So they're gonna need, yeah.
I think that locker room, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overanalyzing this, man, but I do think the staff they scared of Tepper or something, bro.
Yeah, they are.
And Doug, bro, you brought up a really good point, man. Like,
it sure did.
The offensive personnel that we had last year, it didn't work out with the scheme that Frank Reich was trying to do. And it told me a lot. Like, they were just not on the same page. It seemed like Frank Reich came in an interview and was like, look, this is what I'm going to do with the offense. And Tepper was just like, look, I don't give a fuck. You're an offensive coach. I need one now. Right. So I'll get you some help. You know what I'm saying? I'll get you whatever you need. But I just need somebody to come up in here and be my coach. And when he came in, he didn't realize, okay, I'm going to take on a play calling and I'm going to do it my way. And then you had the personnel that he had. He wasn't really using that to their strengths. It was really just, this is my philosophy. Yeah. We got to do it this way. And you saw the result of that. You saw the coaches falling out. You saw the players even looking lackluster and just out of chemistry. There was no chemistry whatsoever with that locker room. Hell, even going back to Bryce Young getting knocked the fuck out after one play and nobody even fighting for him. You know what I mean? It's just, it was atrocious all around, bro. All around, man.
It's going to take the coaching staff to build a level of trust So the players can buy in, man. See, if you don't have a coaching staff that can instill a level of trust and continuity amongst the ranks of those men, see, that's why it was important to bring you had to bring in a Dan Morgan, bro. You needed a guy like that that's actually ran on that dirt before and made tackles. People, see, you can get behind that as a defensive player. You can get behind that as any player. You say you got a guy in there that actually used to knock dudes on their tail, like Luke Kuechly, and you have video footage of this. You can go and watch 2001 to 2000, whatever, until he left. Okay, our GM knows what he's talking about. This guy was knocking people out of games. So we got to get behind this guy because everything he's going to tell us about how a defensive team runs, the continuity, he understands. He's taking showers with these guys. So they can buy into his ideology and his philosophy. So with that trust being established, right, you find the players who will become players coaches or coaches players rather. It's going to build a lot of continuity. When you go from there, then you don't have to worry so much about the erosion of morale, within the ranks of your team chemistry in the locker room. That's not going to be eroded. You're going to now start building stability. You're going to now go out and look for players who can buy into the other players who've already bought in. Now you start to build an environment to where people understand this is what kind of football we're going to lay out here week in and week out. And if you ain't on board, you got to go on the practice squad, or we're going to put you on the next Greyhound up out of Charlotte. You ain't even getting a plane ticket. We're going to Greyhound you up out of here. So it's going to be that kind of party.
Real quick, Quantum.
Yes,
and
sir.
the rest of the panel, man, you speak on, the morale of the locker room and, people being able to, rally around, whatever. How do y'all feel? I know this is we talked about this already. How do y'all feel about Bryce Young not being a vocal leader going into year 2, knowing that we had a 2-15 season last year and knowing that we don't have a lot of guys who, played on this squad last year or like veteran presence? How do y'all feel about Bryce Young not being a vocal leader?
Did you hear? Okay, I know everybody on the panel heard old man Clowney up there talking to me first did a press conference about Bryce's inadequacies or deficiencies in terms of being scared. See, as a rookie, this dude, I think he was scared of his own shadow after the season, bro. I think he saw a shadow and probably jumped 10 feet in the sky because I think that everything that transpired with him throughout the course of the season, the downhill, he heard all of the comments. He read all the bad press. He's seen everything. He heard everything. So I don't think that he was in a position to even say anything about, hey, man, you guys need to restock the milk in the cafeteria. They probably laughed him out of it. Yeah, get out. We got this. Get out of here. You can't even throw a pass. So he was probably scared to say anything. And at the end of the day, nothing was further from the truth from the fact that, okay, he didn't perform very well last season for obvious reasons, a whole lot of reasons that we all know. The thing about it is simply this, though. If Bryce can get over his mental ineptitude, right, from what stopped him from being that dog that he could be, if he can cross that hurdle this year and then come out in training camp and show these guys, I'm shaking that off. Because I'm gonna tell you, man, and no one on here can deny that dude is tougher than the $2 steak, bro. He really is. I mean, think about it. Mentally and physically, that dude is tough. So if you think about it, he can take a hit. And guess what? Although he was on the sideline with a blank stare at his face, you didn't get a whole lot of crazy emotion. He wasn't whining either. He wasn't running around in the press conferences talking, oh, they ain't blocking for me. He wasn't saying pretty much anything, but look, I got to be better. He was saying the right things. And his body language just gave, I'm not so sure of what I'm capable of yet, or I'm not so sure if I can do this the way I thought I could do it. So going forward, I think if he starts to develop some of that swag, man, he gets that gunslinger in him, man. If he gets a gunslinger in him, bro, I'm telling you, you're going to see a totally different dude this season.
Oh, it's a wrap. If he can get that arm
right, we need a gunslinger mentality.
Add on that a little bit.
Go ahead.
That's right.
Go ahead.
You got to see.
Yeah, I want to add on to that a little bit. All valid points, and I said this over on our channel too. I was very shy growing up. Okay, very shy. Didn't like talking in front of anybody unless it was somebody I know. If it was more than 3 people, I clammed up. Okay, and I got a job working with the city here in Charlotte. All right, and I got to a point where I was thrust into a position where I had to be a leader, but it didn't come naturally to me. Like I had to work on it. I had to learn my people. I had to learn, their different, I had some people who I could just leave them out there, see them once in the beginning of the day. Good. I had people I had to check up on, at least once a day they saw my face, they know I was out there. And it was just different things I had to learn, and I had to find my voice. And it took me being thrust in that position before I actually found my voice. And I say all that to say it might be the same thing for Bryce. I don't think he has ever been in this position. Everywhere he has been, he's had talent. He's had people around him, and he's succeeded. So this may be the first time in his life that that proverbial brick wall was put in front of him, and he ran slap into it. And now he's got to pick himself up, and like I did, kind of find his voice. So that's my thoughts on it.
That's right. I'm with you there, brother.
Hey, I was gonna give a couple of examples of this. Quan, you need to say something?
Nah, go ahead up.
Tom Brady, he didn't come in as a vocal leader. He basically got the job because Bledsoe got hurt. He even said it in his roast. Lamar Jackson was not a vocal leader. Drew Brees, not in New Orleans, but at the San Diego Chargers, was not a vocal leader. You had LT, you had Antonio Gates. They were all there. Those are your leaders. You weren't going to come in as a rookie and just macho man yourself around the locker room. Darn, Quan, you missed this goal. My bad, brother. 2-2 in the 91st minute with 4 minutes to go.
Man, I'm looking at the score, man.
They just scored. Uruguay just tied it. But yeah, man, like I said, like for vocal leaders, I think it is okay to develop into that trait. Because again, we don't want the young man to be something that he's not, because you're basically being an imposter. Again, like whenever Quan brought the question up, I said, Quan, do you want somebody that's going to be like a Cam Newton? Regardless of how we feel about Cam, Cam was sporadic. He was never even killed. Cam was never even killed. Even in his MVP year, he was never even killed. He was up and down. You look at the Tennessee Titan game. You look at the New York Giants game. You look at the Seattle Seahawks game when we came back. Cam Newton was never a even kill leader. When he was pissed off, towel over his head, you can't speak to him.
Yeah.
With Bryce, I've never seen where Bryce has told anybody to turn around and don't say anything to him.
Never even seen his head down.
So,
Mr. Hunky Dory, man, appreciate you pulling up to the chat. What's going on with you?
My bad, Quan. Go ahead. What's going on, Mr. Hunky Dory?
All right. Hey guys, how y'all doing today? God bless, by the way.
What's happening, my brother?
God bless you, Mr. Hungador.
Thank you. Hey, Doug, go ahead and finish your point, man.
Oh no, like that's all I was gonna say. Like, I know my brother, and we laugh about it because I've interacted with Quan in person. He's more even keeled this year because we both were through the roof. So it's more like you can't fool me again like you fooled me last year. And the reason why I say that again with Bryce on the 24th, I'm not saying, oh, they're going to do X, Y, and Z. When him and CJ, Quantum, if you're going to be there, Mr. Hunky Dory, if you're going to be there, K2, if you're going to be there, I'm going to be tuning into y'all on the 24th. Me and Quan, when he was at training camp, he at least give me 5 minutes. Doug, this is exactly what happened. I'm going to put this film out, and then we'll talk afterwards. I don't want to hear reports, what is right now. 11 days, we're going to know the real. It ain't no more, oh, Bryce can do this. Xavier Liggett is hurt. Jonathan Brooks can't do X, Y, and Z. Shot Tuttle can't do X, Y, and Z. Icky Quantum, no. You're going to know. Because, again, we can't not have our ducks not be lined up in a row like we have it right now. And if there is a missing piece, like we said, a center, when we could have drafted a Will Frazier or a JPJ, before we trade it back, there needs to be a lot of answers that need to be taken and a lot of jobs that need to be put underneath the microscope already before the season even starts. Go ahead, Mr. Hunky Dory.
All right. I want to go back to what Quantum was talking about leadership and the types of leadership. Last year, every time Bryson made a mistake, he pointed it out. He pointed to the person. He pointed to the receiver. He pointed to the tackle. He said, that's my fault. When he fell backward, he dropped the ball. He said, that's my fault. He took accountability. That is one thing a leader does. A leader takes accountability. And he did it every time. When there was a good play, he went up there and patted people on their backs. When they're headed to the sidelines, he was on there saying, "Hey, I did this, you did that," and I saw him. He was moving his hand back and forth. You know what I mean? But the only thing I didn't see on the sideline, and CJ will tell you, we talked about this before quite a few times. There was no leadership on the sideline from the coaches, from the players, from anybody. There was no tablets out. There was nobody going back and forth.
Yeah.
The leadership was void. It was absent. But I will say, Bryce, there's different types of leadership. You know, accountability is a huge, huge thing. You know what I mean? He is a game manager, and he is learning how to manage a game. And as chaotic as the year was going last year, like Quantum said, he never cried. He never whimpered. You never saw the emotion of a person who was out of control with their anger or feelings. You know what I mean? He was always in control. And that's the best you can expect from that young man. You know, the young brother was doing the best he can in a chaotic season with a bad coaching staff, with demoralized players, you know what I mean? And he's held strong. Do I expect him to come back out yelling and shouting at people this year? No, I don't. I expect him to be doing the same thing. Going up and say, "Hey, I made that mistake. This is why I made that mistake," as they're walking off or they're here. But, you know, some of the stuff, like Brady, he would yell to Gronk, "Hey, Gronk, you're in the wrong position. Get over here." You know what I mean? I believe as Bryce learns everything, he's going to be starting to do that. You'll see this year, it'll be coming around. You know what I mean? With the addition of 2 new guards, he'll feel a little bit more safe. You know, he'll have a little bit more pocket to be safer in, to move up into or move away from. And hopefully, if the center holds, oh Lord, please let it hold. But that's all I have to say. That's the only reason I came on. I wanted to back up Quantum because he was exactly right. You know what I mean? They're different type of leadership styles, and as CJ says, your best ability sometimes is your availability, and he was available all season long.
Fact.
He took hit after hit, got up, didn't cry, went to the sideline.
Hey, you
never pointed a finger.
Mr. Dory, Mr. Hunky Dory. Let me throw. Here's another
man, Quan.
another piece of that. I'm not one to cry over ex-girlfriends, but Brian Burns, he didn't help the situation at all with his walking around pouting and going on about the contract stuff. I mean, you think people don't feed on that type of stuff? They see it, even though they're not in that situation personally. They're taking on that energy. I mean, you're just messing with people, man. That's trying to get it together.
I will cut you off. What's the worst trait in a narcissist?
Not taking accountability, not being able to empathize.
Me.
Yeah, that's right. Me. That's it. Right.
Me. That's the only word you have to say. And you see people that in the office, me. Why not me? Why not me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you always see that one person, they get jealousy, envy, so on. You know what I mean? All the sins you can have because it's me. And he is straight narcissistic, and he's getting big-headed, and that demoralizes the team too, because you're not saying, "Hey, we're doing a great job." It's me. That's it. That's the whole thing. And I agree with you.
Hey, that's a fact, man. You got a hell of a point, man. It's just the fact that, you know, everybody do have different leadership roles. And that's one thing I would say, like, I kind of go back and forth. I struggle with myself in my head about that, because especially like at the quarterback position, yes, I ultimately, at the end of the day, I do want you to be a vocal leader. But you brought up examples of Bryce Young, you know what I'm saying, and how he lifted the team up, you know what I'm saying, and how he took accountability, even when he knew damn well it wasn't his fault. You know what I mean? And that's something that a leader does, you know what I'm saying? And also, looking at Bryce Young on the sideline, he has the same facial expressions the entire game. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't seem to be rattled, or hell, we don't know if he rattled because he got the same face, right? He stayed cool and calm. And then we also did see a point in time where he had the whole sideline gathered up on the side, not the whole sideline, but he had the whole offense on the sideline gathered up. And he was just, you know what I'm saying, trying to get them fired up. You know what I'm saying? So this Bryce Young not being a vocal leader, it is a red flag for me, but at the same time, that can easily be shut up. That can shut me up easily if he's on the field, you know what I'm saying, playing
wins
off, and if, you know what I'm saying, the results come, you know what I mean? So, yeah, this article, I mean, I got mixed feelings. I'm not even going to hold you, but you got up a hell of a point.
Hey, Quan,
what's up?
let me say something, brother. I don't know if you guys have had the opportunity to watch the little what was that? It was a little, was it a Amazon special or something? No, it was like a special where he was in high school with they showed him, Anthony Richardson, and
QB1. Me and Quantum.
QB1.
Yeah.
You know what, man? I'm gonna tell you something. This dude, I've said this on like Unk's channel, man. This guy, despite his physical inadequacies or whatever have you, he's never lost ever. And I was watching that CJ Stroud interview. You know what CJ said about him? Because he's known Bryce since like middle school, like since they were like 12. This dude said out of his own mouth, he said that Bryce was a leader. He said Bryce has been the man in his whole area of football since they were kids up until now. He said he's never seen Bryce be as displaced mentally as he's been. He's never seen him like that. He said Bryce has always gotten all the shine in football. He said they overlooked him and always looked at Bryce his whole career from middle school all the way up to college. And then when he comes here and it's flipped on his head, he said he never saw Bryce, but he said he still handled it very well. He said he just, since he's never lost, CJ said, well, I'm gonna look at it this way. You've never really lost anything. So maybe it's the Lord's way of preparing you for the next step of your life to let you know that sometimes you're gonna have to endure the storm. Everybody has to endure the storm at some point. Why not now? You can't have it perfect all the way through, brother. No, I don't know anyone that has. So with that being the case, I can understand the fact that it happened to him. I hate it was on our team at the first season, but I'd rather him have the problem now, because if he learns from this and understands how to lose, because he's only won, man, the dude's never lost. So if you understand how to lose in the earlier part of your career, maybe now you can understand what it takes to win in the latter part of your career.
Yeah, I know another person who went through that same exact thing, Trevor Lawrence, one of my favorite quarterbacks coming out of Clemson, man. Trevor Lawrence, he had that shocker too. Like, he came to the league, he was getting beat up, thrown around, and losing left and right. And then, it took him some development, and then he finally made it to the playoff and won. So, you know what? That is a good point, Quantum. Bryce going through it now. Like, yeah, it does suck that it was his rookie year, but I mean, that's a better time than any, right? I mean, you come in.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get that out of the way, learn how to lose, and then learn how to, come back from it, learn to bounce back, learn from your experiences. So
learn how to handle adversity.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, and Quan, his dad is also a licensed therapist, so that might have something to do with his calm demeanor too.
Yeah, he studied psychology, man. Yeah, that's a fact.
Mm-hmm. All the way from the beginning when he was in
his grandfather too. I mean, it's three generations. Yeah, his grandfather's a psychologist.
I didn't know that. Okay. I didn't know that, Red. I didn't know that, Red.
Yeah. Hey, Quantum, they talk about
steering away from the family profession.
I must have missed that, see, Dougie.
Yeah, I must have missed that, Dougie. When you listen to it, the coach, because his dad, and I know people be like, why is Bryce's dad this and that behind, or why are they so close? It started in high school, even at the University of Alabama. His coach in QB1, I think they played in DC, and he was like, hey, something's not right with Bryce. And his
I remember that episode.
And he was like, hey, what's going on? Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, Craig.
Yeah.
Craig.
Craig.
Just son, man.
Craig and them.
Exactly. I said, y'all know why I'm laughing. That's the reason why I'm laughing. Yeah, some of y'all know why I'm laughing. That's exactly what he was saying. He was like, "Hey, he was like,
how dare you, Quan?"
Yeah, like, you know what's going. He got me on that, because I'm like,
yeah, he did.
He got me on that one. But yeah, it's that series again. If you really need to know the type of quarterback he was, I know that's high school, but the young man has kept the same demeanor, the way he carries himself, all the way from, I forgot the freaking high school in Cali, but from Cali all the way to Alabama and now to Carolinas. He is the exact same young man, has not switched up, and I don't want him to. I want him to gain those traits, but don't switch up. Still be you.
Was it Matt today?
Hey, Dougie, I had told Craig and them I was gonna kick it with them.
Well, all right, fellas, it is 10 o'clock, man. I appreciate y'all for hanging with your boy, man. 2 hours and 30 minutes into the live. I appreciate y'all for pulling up to the panel and sharing some great thoughts, man. Great points. I appreciate y'all as always. I appreciate the chat for hanging with your boy, you know what I'm saying? Leaving your comments, you know what I'm saying? All that good stuff, getting in the super chat, all that, man. I appreciate that. Any last words for the people, fellas?
I'll go ahead and put it because you put it out there. I'm not going to give all the information, but Monday night, if you're not subscribed to What's Up, Doug, Uncle Quan, we all say it. I'm his co-host. He's my co-host. More details will drop tomorrow. You do not want to miss it on Monday night. Well, I just said Monday night. I ain't going to say what time because you'll see. It's Monday night is going down, like Quan said. It's going down Monday. The details will be released tomorrow. I can't wait for it. It's been in the works. That's the reason why you haven't really seen me. But trust me, you want to be in a place in the building on Monday night. Trust me, you want to be in a place and in there Monday night on What's Up, Doug.
Facts.
Hey, facts. Hey, CJ, man, tell the people where they can find you, my brother.
Hey, you know me. You can find me at the house. Oh, no, I'm sorry. But now you can find me over I'm the king of homebodies. I'm always at the house. Nah, y'all can find us over at Two Fans in the Stands and check us out on Twix. That's what we like to call a mixture of Twitter and X. Y'all can find us at Two Fans ITS. And Quan, I appreciate you having me on tonight, brother.
I appreciate you pulling up.
Yeah, you sure we can't find you in Houston, brother?
Wow. CJ say no.
Hey, K2, I appreciate you pulling up, man. You got any last words for the people?
Hey, nah, man. Y'all have a great night, man.
Hey, you too.
Yes, sir, brother.
All right, K2.
All right, K2.
Hey, my brother, Red Swarm, man. It's always a pleasure when you come up here, man. It's always a pleasure. AKA Blue Swarm, man. This our 85 cousin right here, man.
You know I love y'all boys, man. You know I love. Hey, Quan, thank you, man. Thank you for having me on. I always enjoy listening to y'all. I will tell you, every time I listen to y'all, whether I agree or disagree, I learn something different about my team. So, I appreciate that. And again, I said it in a joking manner, but it's important to know the teams in your division first and foremost, man. So I'm going to get out here. I'm going to make this one last comment, not to try to stimulate more debate or discussion, but there's a distinct difference that I see between my team and y'all's team and the Saints and the Bucks. I see a youth movement. I see two teams moving in the right direction. And I see two teams that have been defiant against replacing older players and veterans. And that is the Bucks and the Saints. And all I can tell you is, whether they believe it or not, their time to be forced into a rebuild is coming. And they're gonna be at least 2 to 3 years behind us and y'all when that time occurs. That's all I got, fellas.
All right, Red.
Hey, appreciate you as always, my brother. Quanah, man, you got any last words for the people?
Hey, man. I just want to tell all the Panthers fans to just pipe down and relax, man. We've had some turbulent times. Things have looked real crazy the last year or so, last few years actually, with Matt Rule being behind everything. But I think with Dan Morgan coming in, we're about to see a resurgence. I think with new coaching staff, some good moves are made in the offseason. We're going to see a lot of great returns on these investments. Just sit back and just watch. Just give these guys a chance to gel a little bit. We're going to see some great things. I don't know, Quan, if you want me to plug my stuff, I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's simple, man. You guys can follow me. My name, just like in Quanah Merriwood here on YouTube. Put it in. I got a little style channel. Nothing crazy. Just we stay dressed, fresh to impress, never stressed and always blessed, guys. That's pretty much how we do it. Man. Hey, man, I do a little bit, man, just a little bit. And the same thing on Instagram and the other stuff. So name is still the same.
Hey,
appreciate your alley-oop,
brother. I appreciate you pulling up, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Mr. Hunky Dory, man, tell the people where they can find you, my brother.
I'm just like CJ. I'm at the house all the time. I'm either working or working in the yard. I work two jobs. Just trying to keep afloat. I'm always trying to be positive. I've been a Carolina fan from day one. I really appreciate all the podcasters. I got away from football when my brother passed away a couple years ago. I just became disinterested, after Cam left and everything. But I found CJ's channel when they first started, and I really just started picking it up. I had lost a lot of interest, and I learned so much from listening to everybody. I don't understand all the schemes. I understand different defenses, but I don't understand the technical stuff. You know what I mean? And y'all explain it so well, and I really enjoy it. You know what I mean? I want to say thank you to everyone, and that's it.
Hey, big love, man. Sorry about your brother, man. Definitely appreciate y'all coming up to the panel, man. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't by now.
Sir.
Subscribe. Hey, just like CJ and you know what I'm saying, Quantum, Mr. Hunky Dory, of course, my brother Doug, man. Hey, y'all make sure y'all follow these channels, man. Show these guys some love. And you know what I'm saying? Let them know Uncle Quan sent you, man. Look, damn, I lost my train of thought. I lost my dang on train of thought. All right, man. With that being said, we're gonna head up out of here, man. I'm about to hop on this FIFA. Oh, shout out to my Charlotte FC, man. Shout out to Charlotte FC. They actually pulled off an upset. They beat the number 1 team. I know y'all probably like,
no, I know. I was
gonna
ask you, did they win?
Bro.
What was the score?
3-1.
Okay.
3-1.
They beat Cincinnati, right?
That's gonna help Charlotte move up. That's gonna help Charlotte move up the ranks.
Oh man, loving this.
Wasn't that Cincinnati they played?
Yeah, number 1.
Yeah,
number 1.
Yeah.
So that's gonna bump Charlotte up to probably like number 5. Charlotte is like number 6 right now. So yeah, we coming, y'all. We coming. But hey, that's all I got for y'all. I appreciate y'all for hanging with your boy. As always, I'll see y'all in the next one, man. As always, stay true to yourself. Keep being you. Follow those dreams, turn those dreams into goals, and go get it, fam. See y'all on the next live, man. Peace.
Appreciate it, guys.